post around when that comes out, because I'd love to see the differences between those two.
Check 1, 2. All right.
Hey.
Hey, welcome.
All right. Back with
We're just
another
talking.
one.
Yep.
Let's see here. Copy. And damn, I need a haircut. And
Put it on the list.
yeah. Oh, there's the camera feeds. I'm about to figure out what I'm going to do with my my Facebook page for D&D Basement Party. Like, all of these platforms are now moving towards, well, except YouTube, because YouTube is a video platform, but all these other ones, they're like, hey, we want to go ahead and bring engagement. We want to allow you guys to stream on our platform. Now they're all like, well, actually, we only want people who are actually, you know, bringing people to the platform to stream. So you got to have a certain amount of viewers. And on top of that now, they have capacity limits. You only can have like X amount of like whatever gigabytes or whatever.
So I see. So they're preloading the enshittification as opposed to giving it a bit.
Mm-hmm. So now you can't. So now they're like, we're gonna take down all your stuff. Any videos that you've been recording, you have on there. If it goes above our new threshold limit, sorry for you. Unless you're making, I don't know, eating a jar of cinnamon challenges, because people love watching that type of stuff.
Really? I'm surprised people are still doing that, if they are.
I mean, you know what it is. I mean, like,
I know. I mean, I can't. I'm not surprised if there's some new thing, but I remember that when I was half as old as I am now. Like that's a. I would not be surprised if someone listens to this catches on to the heck.
Oh, you're breaking up. I heard the first 60% of that.
I'm old, Brent. That's what I'm saying. We're getting old.
Yes, we are getting old. This is true. Dying. We're dying.
So, Brent.
Yeah?
I just want to say, love your thoughts and your build on this, on what you sent me.
I'm glad. I love the build. I was like, So
I've got to figure out the early years, but I figured he's probably a teenager, just based off of all the frat boys.
Okay.
So, to me that makes the most sense how he would fit in to at least get there.
Yes, and there's gonna be a few details I'll probably adjust here and there in that write up. But
yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, for the most part, that is it. We'll see what you do with that.
Okay.
All right. So I think I'm good. Everybody good? Everybody having a good rainy weekend?
Actually, I went to the Georgia Ren Fair with a different group of friends, and it was rainy, but still had a great time.
Nice.
Yeah, surprisingly, despite the fact it was raining, there was still a good amount of people there. There's like, you know what? We don't care if it's rainy, get rainy and cold in May. We're going to this thing.
Hey, like Renfest that's what it is, man. People love it. Rain, snow. Well, it doesn't snow, but blazing heat.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I do have one thing announcement here. We're probably going to have to take I don't know, a 10, 20-minute break sometime, because my son Carter, he's out watching a movie with the folks, and they're going to bring him back, and I'll have to, of course, let my own child into my place. That would be probably the responsible thing to do.
I guess but
you should.
I guess we can release you temporarily so you can go be a good father.
Yeah, he's like, I want to play some D&D. He always comes when I'm prepping for games, like, what is this? What is that? What is this? I'm like, soon. It will be happening.
That will be a special moment for you, I'm sure.
Well, first I gotta, and it's gonna be interesting when my son goes back and looks at all my content and stuff here, because he'll see this note. I'm interested to see what type of friends he's gonna make first, because that's gonna judge a lot. Like, if he brings over a bunch of nerds, I'm like, all right, it's time to go. Let's do it. But, if he got a bunch of friends who are, I don't know, into
who, quote unquote, too cool for school.
skateboarding or some shit like that, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, damn. I'm gonna try my best.
What happens if he's a jock?
You know, I doubt it, but he may be a different type of jock. My son is really into karate.
Okay.
He's like into it more than I think a regular kid, because that's one of the things kids do, to go to karate for a few times to get some self-defense skills. But he's been but he's been like really gravitating towards it. I mean, he's moved into the black belt program. He has like all the gear. He has his bow and nunchucks. We're looking to go ahead and get. So he may be that type of guy, which is good.
That's okay.
That's
That's
not a
totally
bad,
fine.
Yeah, that's not a bad outlet to have, actually. I knew
look,
a bunch of people who did that.
I need, when I'm old and I can't walk and stuff like that, I need somebody who can like kick some dude's ass or somebody's ass around me if they're messing with me. Like, don't mess with my son.
Well,
You'll break your
that
neck.
just means you got to expose him to a lot of RZA.
A lot of RZA. What is that, RZA?
Wu-Tang.
Oh, the RZA. Oh, okay. RZA. Of course. Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang forever.
Actually, I do want to ask before we start. So I'm looking at the starting screen. Everything we kind of just went through with the rescue mission, would that have counted as like a Hooded Lantern's faction mission?
Nope.
Okay.
That stuff was all pretty much grouped into our last level there. So
Okay.
no,
Just wanted to make sure.
No, but it was a very important moment, a critical moment. Wu-Tang. You don't know what Wu-Tang is, Koo? How to delete her from the chat, or you're bounced. Goodbye.
Oh, wait. You can't be like, no, Brent.
Oh, behind.
I would never do that. I would never do that. I'll be
Stars
very.
come from the clubs.
I'll be very sad if that would happen. But you need to learn about Wu-Tang, is what I'm saying. So, get on your job. Putting that down as a custom quest. Listen to the chambers, and then get back.
If Koo learns about Wu-Tang, we get an extra custom goal.
There you go.
Nani.
I'm counting it. All right, write it down.
And in another note, I did get your DM dice. I am ready to turn into a
What?
lich.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Now
excited
I'm
to see
ready
you do it.
without the baggage of like being completely evil, but I'm ready.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Anyway,
See how it goes. You
All
gotta
right.
get to the temple first. I'm just saying.
true.
But that's a different story. Not for this.
Mhm.
Not for this story of possibly turning evil and/or not turning evil.
Yes, check out the Curse of Strahd channel and see what's up with that. If you want to know more about that, I told a lot of jokes. But I ain't got any jokes tonight, guys. All I got is a dead city full of aberrant eldritch monsters. That's what I got. And we're going to see what happens. So let's do it. But yeah, let's do the recap real quick, and then we'll do a rundown of I only changed a few things on this our starting screen here, but let's do it. Who wants to fish for some inspiration? You might need it. I don't know where you guys are gonna go. So what's up? Who wants to do a recap for us?
I'm always down if nobody's gonna volunteer.
You know what? You can do it. You go for it, Shane. But you know what? Next time I'm going to be mean and pick somebody different.
No.
Oh, wait.
Dun dun dun.
All right. Well, last time on Dungeons of Drakkenheim, the session begins with Torin and Takrin having a little aside conversation inside of a dilapidated townhouse, still within the inner city, hoping to rest briefly before returning to the garrison. And that's as far as my notes go, because this quote-unquote secret conversation transpires between these two outside of the main screen, but I know the audience, or or all our fans that watch the stream, they probably saw it. So you guys know more than I do, and I'm not going to spoil that for myself. But the scene pans from there over to Ron, who still waits in his cell somewhere, assumedly in Drakkenheim, where Ron reads bits and pieces of the Testament of the Fallen Fire, and he learns several crucial facts, including Lucretia Matthias's visions and dreams of the meteor crushing the city, with a clock tower leading her to research the event. All of this being written about in the Testament of the Fallen Fire. She also learns the events took place earlier, much to her dread, from an unmodified copy of the Song of Fire, written by the mystic Thurge.
I think it's Thurge.
Thurge, yeah. In fact, it was the angels Gabriel and Michael? God, I hope I got those.
Correct.
Yay! That led Tarna to a similar meteor crash site where deep within she found crystals within the deserts of Illyria. Lucretius's memoir goes on to talk about presenting her findings to the Inner Flame, this being the highest amongst the Sacred Flame's order and forming the inner council of high priests, serving directly at the will of the divine matriarch herself. Lucretia Matthias makes mention here that on 4 previous occasions, according to one Saint Aura, another scholar within the sacred flame, that as well as druids of the old gods have found meteors having crashed from the heavens and fallen to the world below. A strange conundrum for Lucretia's visions. Hearing this and hearing her presentation, the Inner Flame bars her research and demands she reveal her sources. And this is where Lucretia opens up to them about her own prophetic visions. It is determined during this council that Lucretia is attempting to, quote-unquote, undermine the church. And though she is a friend of Courage IX, who was recently assassinated, and Lucretia would have found herself elected to the position of Divine Matriarch. Instead, this honor passes to one Mercy V, elected in her stead. After the failure of her election, Lucretia Matthias retires herself from Illyria and politics of her religious order, and feels despondent about the growing resentment that she's holding for the Inner Flame and her so-called doomsaying. The final chapter within the Testament of the Fallen Fire documents the shames of the church, demanding to know all the truth that the church might be hiding about the delirium and the truth of the crater. And it is here that Lucretia Matthias first ventures out to the crash site in Drakkenheim, and a few of her closest followers from the church flock to her, making this original pilgrimage. Years pass before the next passage comes to light, and it quotes, "The divine light has fallen from the perch of godhood, caught in a nostalgic loop. It will perish in its delusions of grandeur, and all should come to know the ascension to be had in the all-consuming fire. Tenets like sacrifice and surrender, rather than something more ambiguous, like heroic deeds, should be emphasized by the fallen fire and the sacred. Those that wish to know the truth should think about the totality of their life and come to the same revelation that she has as the new world emerges, thus ending the testament of the fire." After reading this, Ron and Virgil discuss the book, and Virgil is vehement in his opinion, obvious heresy and lies that Lucretia Matthias is spreading in this tome. And the conversation quickly, I think much to Ron's credit, moves over to the scepter and its location, worried that Ron will reveal its position. They banter a bit back and forth. Ron over his old god beliefs, Saint Tarna's possession of an old god's essence, as well as maybe a way of freeing themselves by taking some fallen fire cultists / teenagers hostage. Oof, that's a hard sell there, Virgil. I don't know if Ron's going to go for that. And as Ron and Virgil's talks seem to butt heads over their face and their preferred approach of escaping this dungeon, who should come in but Martha herself, the teenager that Ron saved from Korgoth's pirate ship, along with her brother Martin. Upon hearing that Ron may finally speak with Lucretia, after he eats some of the Fallen Fire's food, he tucks in, eats the bowl, and much to Virgil's probable chagrin and frustration, follows Martha and Martin out of the cells up to the rooms above. There, standing in the middle of a refurbished chapel, is Saint Lucretia Matthias. Though fixed, the chapel hangs heavy with the haze, thick in the air, as Ron's eyes burn as they fall upon her. Sickened by the air and the delirium-infused food that he had eaten, Ron meets with the prophetess, and the meeting goes well for the most part. Ron tells her of the scepter and our handing off to Knight Captain Theodore Marshall and the rest of Camp Dawn, as well as hearing the truth about the fate of the world that is to come in kind from Lucretia Matthias's mouth. And that all must be sacrificed to the Fallen Fire. Ron's training in this matter will soon. We shift now once more back to the garrison, where Loey and Addie have a heated conversation about Ansem's sacrifice and the state of the Hooded Lanterns, as well as the military blunder that took place at the rescue operation of saving Private Petra. Moving on, the party goes down and meets Kaput, our new blue Dragonborn companion, and perhaps a potential friend for the Knife Bites to recruit, now that they're down a member of their party. For Ron does not return. Tinu attempts to visit Petra that night, as the party is welcome to sleep inside of the garrison, but unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, Petra finds comfort in her adopted father, Drexel, rather than Tinu's words, though Drexel appreciates Tinu's attempts at consoling his daughter. At least I like to imagine so, as he pops his head out and sees Tinu making attempts at friendship and soul. We rest in the garrison, and the party wakes up the next day ready to head out. But before leaving, a few things happen. Alice has a frank conversation with Torin about loyalty, his sword, and where it's inevitably going to point with respect to his brother's own loyalty, Kessel. Moving from that conversation, we have another one with Commander Drexel, and in spite of his now prickly nature, we get an explicit agreement that the Hooded Lanterns will, according to Drexel, not be interfered with, but will aid the Silver Order in kind and help them fight and reclaim the city. The details laid out in a parchment, or I assume some agreement that Drexel hands the party that we'll be discussing with the good Knight Captain Theodore Marshall, perhaps even in this episode. And for our efforts of saving Private Petra, as well as maybe bringing him this new ray of hope in a city that has long been in the hands of monsters, the party leaves acquiring a +1 weapon and a signal flare gun with 4 rounds to allow us to signal the Hooded Lanterns in the city for help. And we'll see what happens today on Dungeons of Drakkenheim. Take it away, Brent.
Brah, that was a great recap. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. take an inspiration. I know I gave all of you kind of a perpetual inspiration last time for some good roleplay, so you still got that. And let's go ahead and see what happens here. So let's go to, let's see. There we go. All right. So we're just gonna start at.
Oh, it's the 25th, right, Brent? Of springtime?
Yes, it's the 25th. Wait. Did I get that wrong? Yesterday was the 24th. Yes, it's the 25th. Let me just double check that real quick. No, so it's the 23rd. It's the 24th.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's the 24th. That's going back in my log here.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm gonna put us on Shepherd's Gate map here, and that's where we'll kind of start things. Grab. I'll just leave you guys there for now. That's good enough. Okay, what else do we want to put here? Let's do this here. All right. Okay, so even though we're here at Shepherd's Gate right now, I do want to resolve a few things that happened at the garrison. The biggest thing being, what weapon are you guys going to collect from the Hooded Lanterns? Captain Rain Highlash led you to their stores in the dungeon, opened up the special boxes, and let you guys pretty much have your pick. Now, all of these weapons, if you look at them, really well crafted stuff, fresh leather grips, balanced well. Those of you who are attuned to Arcana, you can feel that maybe static energy associated with them. And there's, of course, all different types of martial and simple light weapons here, some heavy weapons. And what are you guys collecting on?
Okay, so I think the two options we narrowed it down to is a +1 Warhammer for either Kalina or the +1 dagger for Alice. Because Alice already has the short sword.
Okay, I'm just waiting on you guys to tell me what, and we can put it in the loot channel and move on. So,
Considering her frontline status, I would think the Warhammer will be the higher priority.
I'd agree with that.
I feel awkward being part of this decision. So,
I mean, I'm like I said, I've already got a +1. I mean, if I get it, great. If I don't, I'm not gonna be upset.
Yeah.
is the +1 for attack or for damage?
Both. It is both.
Okay.
Yeah,
And also
you just go
bypasses.
to your you can just go to equipment, do a search for +1, and bring it over, and it'll do all the math for you.
The other big thing is that when things get resistance to non-magical weapons, you won't be affected by that. So, we don't know when or if it'll happen. So,
Right.
that's
But +1
big
makes it
merit.
magical.
Yeah, but
And with the changes to monsters, it's not really as common anymore, but it's still there in some cases.
all right, are we saying
cool. I think
+1 hammer is what we're doing?
Yep,
Yes.
+1 Warhammer.
Yep. We love Kalina, so we're going to keep showering her with gifts.
Got it. All right, there's
Forbidden.
one left in a box here. It's a pretty large item. You pick it up. It's weighted pretty well, but you know, it's still not as good as your hammer that you've been using. That was gifted to you by Gloria Hackfield. But, man, this fresh magic, it will do. You can put that in somebody can put that in the party treasure channel as noted. And after that, all of you have been given, of course, your coin. And
Can I ask a question real quick, though?
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry, I want to make sure, because I know Kaylee's new to the 2024 Paladins. You were able to pick 2 weapon masteries. So you already have a Warhammer? I didn't know what your other mastery was, if you wanted to consider that, too. I just don't know if that's
right.
considered. Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And you can also change your masteries after 24 hours. So
Hold on,
you
let me
I didn't know
look.
if you wanted
that might fit,
to get...
that might fit you better.
So this is what
Yeah,
we're going
I
to
didn't
do.
know if you- Yeah.
We're agreeing that whatever weapon is going to go to Kalina, I'll allow Kalina on the back end. You can explore your character options and figure out what that weapon is going to be. And you can put it in the treasure channel. But,
Okay.
you know, we can keep moving on while, you know, you're looking at all that stuff.
Yeah, sorry. I just figured she'd want to think about that.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Okay. Secondly, after you guys' meeting with Elis Drexel, you know, him telling you to send message to Camp Dawn, to Knight Captain Theodore Marshall, you guys leave the garrison, and Captain Highlash is going to escort you guys out. But I mean, you guys get up in the morning and you were able to go ahead and sleep, although the sleep down in those dungeons isn't great sleep. Even with people, you know, groaning and agonizing from contamination in the cells down the row, you're still in Drakkenheim. And although the haze is minimal down here underground, it's always still just a little bit present. This is probably why, you know, they rotate shifts in and out of the garrison. But I'm going to need everybody to go ahead and roll me a Constitution save. And new information you're getting here is that if you're spending more than 24 hours in the city, you're probably going to have to go ahead and roll for this.
Right.
So let's go ahead and, let's get them rolls going. Let's see what's up.
Do we have to declare inspiration before or after we roll?
It's after. You can see the result.
All right. I'm going to do it. Right, Sean.
Yeah, I'm going to use it. Actually, no, I'll take it.
Let's see here.
Well, the inspiration you gave us last week, is that one that, like, we got to use this one, or is that, like, one
you can hold on to it. But if I give, like, another perpetual inspiration, again, I'm not going to say you're going to have double. You only have one perpetual one. Yeah. And the one that I give for, the recap, you have to use that on the session or it goes away. So, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Thank you. That's what I did.
No problem.
Do I want to use it? Yeah, I'll use it. I'm going to re-roll. Take the inspiration off. Re-roll.
Alright. Alice is taking the 5.
No, I'm taking the 10 if that matters.
Gotcha. Okay.
I know.
Alright. Alright, so we got that out the way. I will say this. Kolabadi, you feel a bit feverish. I know you used your inspiration. I'm just saying, just in general, you know.
I already know I'm heavily contaminated. That's a given.
And let's see here. Okay, moving on. So, Captain Rain Highlash gave you guys your reward, and she leads you to the gate. And also, another thing, before leaving, Tokrin would touch base with you, Torin. And he would essentially say that whenever you're ready to find that missing thing, He's sure he can get the commander on board, with him leaving to go ahead and do such, to take that expedition. And you can tell that, he's a bit disturbed from last night's event still, and you guys' conversation. But, he's holding up. He does look glum that, you're leaving just when you arrived.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a hug, and then afterwards gonna put my forehead on his. Like I said, we're not giving up. You and me, right?
Yeah, of course. Never giving up.
Yeah.
I will be back in Emberwood in a couple days. I'll check in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going to tell him where you're staying, give him rough directions, things of that nature.
I won't give him directions. I don't know who's listening, but I'll give him a rough idea of where I'm staying and where to possibly meet up.
Gotcha. He tells you that he'll be at the watch house for a 10-day once he arrives.
Okay.
The watchtower, excuse me.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. Next.
Well, actually, I'm real sorry. There's one more thing I'd like to do, if it's all right, Brent.
Sure.
I'm going to look at him and trying to keep it as quiet as possible so no one hears. I know about the train. I know what she made you do.
With that, he just freezes, kind of.
You will always be my brother, and I promise to you, we are going to fix this. I love you, okay? And when you want to talk, I'm here.
He just looks at you wide-eyed. But he doesn't say anything. You see he's particularly thrown about you revealing this to him. He swallows hard, and then he just nods. Now, as you guys are walking towards Shepherd's Gate, I'll turn attention to our Discord in the Factions channel under Hooded Lanterns. You'll go ahead and see some of the boons you guys have collected thus far. And Captain Highlash would explain that the Hooded Lanterns typically scout the inner city and the west wards, keeping track of the Garmir movements and whatnot. And she would say that you're going to get the best results using the flare in the inner city or out west. You shoot it, and we see it. We'll do our best to get to you and see what's going on. But, I would be careful where you shoot that thing off, especially near the spokes. When she says the spokes, she's talking about on the east side of the city. And she elaborates. She says, the Queensmen, they own the east, and they can get curious if you're trying to signal, or maybe some other monster. It also could take us longer to get out there. And with that, you guys continue on to Shepherd's Gate as we have here on our map. Link and put this up for the stream. It's about 9 a.m. As Captain Rain Highlash walks you or escorts you here, she stays behind you guys. You can tell that she's giving all of you a good look over. Particularly you, Kaput. But besides her tips along the way, she doesn't say much. Or of anything. Let's put that there. And then let's bring up our other guy here. Here we go. All right. Once at the gate, you see she connects with the halfling, Captain Jacob Slovak. They converse a bit away from you guys. If you keep an eye on them, you can tell the moment she tells him that Captain Ansem didn't make it back the previous night. And, he shakes his head dismally. But you can tell she also clues him in on you guys' heroic actions during the whole incident. At least what she heard about. And you can see Captain Slovak looks you guys' direction and nods with approval. Soon, Captain Slovak approaches and he says to you guys, I'm sorry that we lost Ansem and your friend, the other scaled one. He says, looking at you, Kaput. Ansem was very dedicated during a time when it's really hard to be. No one really knows how all of this is going to pan out in the end. If you need to use the gate, you're more than welcome to during sunlight hours. At night, we only open it if the commander issues or your lantern, which we could still arrange for your enlistment if you'd like. I mean, as you can tell, we need the help. All right then. Well, can't blame a halfling for trying. Highlash told me you guys are to return at some point with word from the Order.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Isn't the intent? Yes.
Aye.
Well, in that instance, you can come through the gate anytime. But I'll need to be clued in on that's what you're here for.
Understood.
With that, the captain, he nods you guys farewell. And then Captain Highlash walked you guys out of the gate onto the muddy streets of Drakkenheim.
Can I ask Rain a question?
Sure.
As we're leaving the gate and we're out of earshot of Jacob, Loyal go up to her and say, "So does the gate master ever leave his post? Does he actually do anything, or does he just sit behind this wall?"
She just looks at you coolly and she says, "We get attacks from the Garmy on all sides. Inside the gates, outside the gates. And he has to be ready for that."
So he's always on duty here then, eh?
She nods.
He's the captain we see when we want to get in. Makes sense. Explains what he was telling us. Who do you think they're gonna
Occasionally
pick?
we rotate out, but Slovak is usually here, yes.
Who do you think they're going to pick then to replace your man?
Are you asking because you care?
Just making small talk. Call me curious.
She would look you up and down. You can tell she's trying to judge whether you care or not. Is this something you want to
You want a persuasion check?
reveal? Sure, yeah. You can try to persuade her.
I think Loey is as appraising as Rain is being of Loey. Loey is being probably appraising of her. Curious who she would recommend.
Okay.
He's looking for who Highlash would recommend as captain. But I will give you a persuasion check because Loey is about as gruff and coarse as sin. Yeah, that tracks. It's 5. He's just blunt with it.
She just sighs heavily and looks off into the light rain. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. You want to volunteer?
I don't think your boys would like me yelling at them all the time. Maybe that would do them some good, though.
They get yelled at enough.
Not what I saw, but alright. I had another question, but you seem to be cagey. I don't want to... I've been told I ruffle feathers too much.
You might as well ask all the questions that you need to now, because once I go, I'm back on duty.
Why was Petra assigned to Ansem in the first place?
She wasn't assigned to Ansem.
She's not his lieutenant? I don't know how your rangers work.
No, the lieutenants report to any one of the captains here. We don't have enough people to go ahead and divide the ranks up that way.
Jacob was right. You really are understaffed.
Well, you guys saved enough men to make sure that we aren't even more understaffed, I guess I'll say. And all of you earned a hefty bag. I mean, for the commander to drop that much coin, he must think that you're important. For now.
You met Theodore? Just out of curiosity again.
No, I haven't met Theodore. I don't want to meet him.
Well, you're gonna have to if you're gonna be working with him.
I'll do what I must. But I'm not gonna sit down and play some dragon chest, I tell you that much.
No, I was just curious if you thought he was a competent commander. You seem to have the most experience out of, well, other than maybe your own Excel.
From what I understand, he is quite competent. I mean, you don't rise to his rank without having some competency. I mean, there's legends of him rooting out all types of pagans and other cultists across the realm. From what I hear, they're building a statue for him, from what I understand. But they build statues for all of their knights, you know?
Statue? Really?
She nods.
Sounds like stupid shite. Sounds like home.
The difference between, I guess I would say, us and them is that, we do what we need to do. And they do what they think they must do. I think there's a difference there.
Well, if you do see any of his men dealing with the Queen's men, I suppose we'd be asking Jacob about that. You're probably going to go back. I'd just be curious to hear about it. I warned him, you know, all those damn thieves didn't take me seriously. Thought they were just a nuisance. Idiot.
The church thinks everything that bucks the trend is a nuisance. Until it's not. You know, I wonder what the knight captain would do if he actually got laid for once. I hear they're celibate.
Really? Is that an oath they have to be taken then?
From what I understand.
How in the hell? What, can they not drink either?
I doubt it. Not in public, at least.
How do you survive in a place like Drakkenheim if you can't drink or put your feet up?
She does prayer hands. Pray.
Absolute fucking madness. Come. Everybody needs to relax every once in a while.
She looks at kaput. She looks at you and she goes, "Hey, if you find any more of those needles, let us know. We'll take them at the gate."
Well, based off listening to this group talk, Tosker Yorn, and now my assuming excommunication after what I've done, hopefully, if they keep me around long enough, we can eventually get you guys more.
You see, she just looks at all of you. The rain doesn't seem to really bother her. She's just looking to see if you guys want to ask or talk about anything else.
I don't think Doran has anything to say, so.
No. Well, I'm about to give a courtesy and guess start moving on.
Don't go doing anything stupid, Captain.
Like shooting at a hooded lantern when they ask you to stop.
More like needless heroics.
I would say that falls under the same category. She just kind of looks at you, Alice.
Alice just gives her a smirk.
Can't afford any more dead captains.
Good luck, Knife Bites. She then gives you a nod, and she turns back towards the gatehouse and leaves you guys standing out here in the weather. It's still raining, although it's kind of like just a constant light shower. There is some powerful, cool breezes that occasionally punctuates and comes through, whipping at your cloak. You look up, and the skies are just gray. Not sure how much longer it's going to rain, but the temperature has notably dropped a bit. And the winds are something maybe to consider. But with that, we're going to go ahead and hit our Drakkenheim map.
Yay!
And we're going to figure out what you guys are going to go ahead and do now.
I think we're going to go to the crater for no reason whatsoever.
Yes!
We're going to march straight there. Let's go.
All right. So, let's put the party token at 5 here. And I'm going to snap everybody over there as soon as I can. All right. So, I imagine you guys want to discuss what's next. You guys know you have 3 objectives to the next level, one of those being a personal quest. You have a bunch of things on the docket, stuff from the Amethyst Academy, from the Silver Order, even the Queensmen, Old Zoya, Oscar Yorn, Verona von Baden, Kolabadi's Eager Ghosts, the Headhunters, and of course Ron is missing, and apparently you can't communicate with him. As always, you can RP out whatever's on your character's mind, but you guys stand outside of Shepherd's Gate, looking to figure out what's next. What are you doing?
So, you'll want to be heading back then? Or...
Well,
Back where?
I believe our options at this point is we either head back or we head to Eckerman's Mill and send the Headhunters a missive.
Oh, sorry. Emberwood. You know the place, right?
Yes.
What was it again? What was your name?
Kaput.
Right. Put. Easy enough to remember.
Sure. Put. That's better.
Anyways, kaput. So, we got a place nearby Emberwood. We might need to trek back there to check in. And Loey looks across the group to see what they think.
I will point
So,
out
yeah.
that if you guys need to go back in through the gate to go to the park, obviously they would let you do such. But yeah, you have Queens Park on the docket, of course. You have Eckerman Mill, College Gate. Or you guys can go all the way back to Emberwood.
Yeah, I don't. We're. It's. Do we want to go all the way back to Emberwood and then have to trek back to College Gate? Is the thing when we're.
I would say no on that. We would go. I would if that's the case, we'd go to Eckerman Mill and send the missive.
Yeah. This. At one point we're gonna have. Yeah. I feel like we should.
Well,
we did give them word and we're decently rested. We should at least try it while we're here.
Well, we're gonna have to come back here anyways, because at some point too, we have to get to Camp Dawn, which is closer to Everwood anyways.
Yeah. And
so it depends on if we don't want to run off and get that done, then yeah. But eventually we're gonna have to get back.
Well, also,
So
yeah, I will say this: we said we'd help the Headhunters. They may decide to go off on their own if we take too long. That was the thing.
no, yeah, I'm chill.
And I'd like to have a few more allies available, if preferable.
Tinu, you got that? You and your sister. I don't remember if it's clean or you. One of you have the tree.
I think Tinu has it in her bag.
Yeah.
Can I and he makes a jabbing motion towards his hand. I sucked in some haze while we were running away from that damn knoll.
I did too.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a number of checks we're going to have to do with that.
Well, shite, lass. You want to go first, then?
No, I know I did. You can go, cause I don't. Well, I don't know. Would I be feeling sick yet, Brett? Do I feel sick? Physically, like just me?
Roll me a medicine or insight.
I'll do insight. Nat 20 for 27.
Your skin itches a bit. You don't feel like lethargic or anything yet, but if you concentrate on your well-being, yeah, you get a sense that something could be off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, something feels off. It's okay. You can go first.
All right, then.
She'll hold it out for you.
Appreciate it. And I'll take out my rapier and stick my hand, drop some blood droplets on the tree.
Okay. That takes an hour to resolve itself.
Yeah, we have to wait an hour.
Now, you guys know that to get all the way up here was a trek in itself, right? It was like 8 hours or so.
Yeah,
so
that's why I would say go to Eckerman Mill. If we're going to stay in this area of town.
Yeah, and the other thing too, Brent, I can't remember because it's on our landing page. Where is it marked? The guy that we got Venus from? He said where did he mark his stash at? Where was that?
It's on somewhere near College Gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the base map, not this map.
Second here, I can tell you.
So that's something we can go check out if we're going to the Eckerman's Mill then.
All right. It was let me double check this. Okay. Down that bend. So that was right about south here.
Okay.
Okay, so quite a ways away from College Gate.
Okay. Can we get a little flag on it? Is that easy for you to do, Brent?
Well, you guys are figuring out
So at least it lets us know we got that. So if we need time, if we're waiting on time for the headhunters to meet us at Ackerman Mill, that's something we can check out. I mean, if we want to involve the headhunters, we need to figure out how long until they can meet us at Ackerman Mill because.
Well, guys know that you were supposed to meet up there yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were still waiting to hear from us.
Well, you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, we.
I would also like to keep in mind that we don't want to get too sick and lose somebody that way too.
Oh, that star on the map, south of 6, is actually that.
Oh, okay.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Am I allowed to put text on here?
You should be able to.
If folks are interested in waiting around at the mill, I guess we could just go there and wait.
But because we can't try to contact them because the magic won't work, right?
Yeah.
That's what if they're inside the city or outside the city. If they're outside the city, we'd have to go to Drakkenheim Mill to contact them. If they're inside the city, we can contact them now.
Do we know that it works within the city?
The only time I've tried is with Ron,
And that did not work.
that didn't work.
Oh shit! Do you think he's outside the city then?
We don't.
I don't know.
We don't know. That's definitely a possibility, though.
It's another reason I wouldn't mind when we get back seeing if he's maybe at Emberwood, or at least getting Emma to start looking for him, keeping her out whenever we get back there. But if you want to see the Ackerman, if you guys want to do Ackerman Mill while we're already up on the side of the river, but if the headhunters aren't there, what are we doing?
I mean, we could pass through the gate and try a look in the garden, I guess, for Oscar. There was also, it's on the other side of the river, but there's that one spot, that maidling thought he knew you, Torin. I don't know their name, I don't remember their face. Shite. Did we get their name?
Yes.
We did.
The cat?
No, he's a
The one-
tiefling.
You know, it was the tiefling. I'm trying to remember what his name was, though. He was.
Well, he said there was a safe and you wanted access to it. I bet he fucked off when we didn't help, so maybe we can go help ourselves.
Oh, isn't that all the way down here though?
Aye,
Yeah.
it's across the river by the port.
Something we can hit on the way back.
Yeah.
Depending on our route.
Brent, does Bati look really sick? Tina's gonna, like, kind of put her
roll me
hand
a
on
medicine.
Bati's head. Dirty 20.
You know, if Colo body allows, I mean, you can tell she looks a bit pastier than usual. Well, you know, sweating a bit. But I mean, you know, I don't know if Colo body's the type to show she's like sick like that, but she's sweating.
Oh wait.
I've been
then
about this sick before.
Retcon that. I don't even know if Tinu would notice then. If Bati's not the type to do it, then Tinu wouldn't.
Not really.
Say that. Yeah, I take that back. Ignore that.
Roll me an insight, Torin.
Where? There it is. 16.
Yeah, you remember that one guy you knew from the academy in Dransmith? His name was Murdoch.
Murdoch, that was it.
Yeah, the caller.
Yeah.
He calls himself the Caller. Okay, I mean, it sounds like you guys are considering going over to Eckerman Mill to check if the headhunters are there, and then maybe figuring out what to do from there. there was suggestion thrown of going over to the Queen's Park and resolving
feel
that, or going all the way back south to Emberwood, maybe stopping along the way to find some loot. Well, yeah, what's up?
I think Eckerman Mill, in case we made a deal. If they are there and they're waiting for us, we need to check. And if not, we can send the signal and maybe do something else. But I think first we do have to go to Eckerman and make sure that's resolved.
So why don't we go to Eckerman, and then if they're there, we can do the gate or wherever we're supposed to go with them. But if they're not there, I can try to message them and tell them that we're heading back to Emberwood.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna take us time to get there anyways. So if they're not, we're not. I mean, are we gonna go back into Drakkenheim without them?
Only the Queen's Park, I think. Don't need them there. We can just go through Shepherd's Gate.
But I think Torin's right. Like, I think we should at least contact them.
Yep.
Okay. I don't hear any protesting, so I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys along. You guys are heading to Eckerman Mill.
You want to route?
Like. Yeah, sure. We'll see what's up.
So straight there. Ugh.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Just draw it to the name.
In real life, I wish we could just literally do this. I don't have to take the streets.
That.
Okay.
I like that.
Got it.
A mile and a half.
Are you guys moving fast? Or normal?
How long is normal? What's normal again? How many feet?
So you can move if you move fast, you can cover a mile in an hour. So that's about 5,000 or so feet in an hour. If you move normal, you can cover about half that in an hour. So about 2,500 feet. If you guys move slow and are cautious, it's a fourth of that. So about 1,300 feet or so. So
all right,
you got 7,800 to cover.
You all want to
3
get there
hours.
about an hour and a half or 3? Those are stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What time it is?
It's not about 9 a.m.
I mean, we can move fast. That's fine.
Yeah.
For me,
All right.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm okay with fast too.
We're past the nose. Let's get that quick. Get our business done.
Got it. All right. Let me just check on this. Okay.
Fast? Are we jogging, Brent, or are we running?
I mean, you're fast walking. You're moving faster than a normal pace, and you're not taking the time to really be cautious. So you're not stealthing. You're not really looking out for dangers per se. You're trying to get to your destination.
Tina's peeking for Echo, and she would wave at him if she sees him.
Okay.
He's the undead flute.
I know the guy with the mustache. Yeah.
She's peeking for him.
Well, we'll see if he's around. All right. So you guys are going to try to get there in about an hour and some change. So I need everybody to roll me 2 d20s. We're taking the lowest.
Oh man,
Right.
guys. I think I spoke too soon earlier. I hope I didn't jinx us.
Easy.
Yep.
Oh,
Saw that coming.
Perfect.
of course it was Bati. It's been a while.
It's always Bati.
No, I've done it. I did the last one. It was your turn.
Double encounter.
This is what Brent gets for his patience in waiting for us to roll random.
There we go.
It's because we made it to the first time through. So
My
easy,
first
Brett
roll
was
was so
like,
good.
All right.
That was an advantage, right? We get to keep the higher
That
rolls.
was a disadvantage. How many ones we get? 2?
2.
Okay.
Two.
Oh my goodness.
But they were on different rolls. One was on the first roll, one was on the second roll. Does that matter?
I wish it did.
No, you don't. Don't.
I
lie.
don't.
Yeah,
I
no,
alright,
you
I
don't.
don't. No, I don't. I really I don't. Okay. Let's see here.
None of that now.
I'm trying. My sisters wore me out.
Okay. All right. It's probably not gonna be as bad as you think it is. But let's see. All right. Let's see. Body? How about you? Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Middling.
Okay. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are able to make it out of the city proper pretty easily. You don't run into anything as you guys hit Academy Street. Off to the east, though, I will say this, that those of you who are trained or proficient in perception, in the distance you can hear like a ringing sound, but you're not sure what that is, and you're not going that way. You guys continue on, leaving the ruined blocks behind and exchanging that for strange or dead vegetation across what looks to be a bunch of farmland on either side. As you're walking, whoever is trained in Arcana can roll me an Arcana. So yeah, just if you're trained in it.
Yeah. Well.
Kaput and Body. You guys see in front of you. It's hard to detect at first, but you think your eyes betray you as the storm clouds are going above. There seems to be some type of shimmering in the air directly in front of you. And if you stare at it long enough, it almost looks like how sunlight beams down on the surface of water. Like you could see those flashing of light, like a rippling effect. You can see that directly in front of you. Do you do anything?
Definitely pointed out to Torin to see if he can see anything with his fancy goggles.
Running and hiding.
Yeah, I'll try to use the goggles and take a look at this thing.
You can give me another Arcana.
Okay.
With advantage, I'll give this to you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Arcana?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
It definitely looks like some type of aberrant magical distortion. Like I said, imagine a thin film of like water, for instance, turned vertical, like a wall in front of you. And there just seems to be this like glimmering and flashes. If you look left and right and zoom in with your goggles, Torrent, it just seems to go as far as the eye can see, off to the east and to the west, as this farmland just ripples in the wind and in the rain. It's like maybe 100 feet ahead.
Okay. I would bring that up to the group.
Well, we should probably avoid it. Sounds bad.
Yeah, that's
sounds
probably
dangerous.
That is probably a very good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how do you avoid it?
Well,
Wait,
guess to say there's a way around it.
we'll cut off into the trees.
Okay. Which way you go? Towards the Carn Hills, or you go further northeast?
I'd say Carn Hills.
All right.
Yeah.
One side's good as another, I guess.
How wide does it look across?
To the untrained eye, you can like barely detect this. It looks almost like just I don't know, dust or particulates in the air, like bouncing off the sunlight. But you know the sun can't really be seen through these clouds here. So if you're not trained in Arcana, it's really hard to get a bead on the scale of it. But if you are trained in Arcana, as you guys walk further southwest, how far do you go?
I would assume that's how far the wall is.
600 feet, 900 feet, 1,000.
Brent, am I familiar of any rumors of bad things in this area?
Oh yeah, you know a ton of bad things are.
Sorry, I was trying to speak quickly. I couldn't think of the word.
No problem. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like specific rumors like this, you roll me an insight.
Wrong character.
Nothing that matches what is being described to you by your new group of acquaintances.
Okay. I just know this area.
But you guys cut
Especially
off
in Carn Hills.
Yeah, and you just know that there's like old stones and you know, like hinges and stuff are off in this area, but no specific rumors related to what you just saw or these Carn Hills, at least right now for you. But yeah, but how far are you guys walking southwest?
Just keep an eye on the area where you saw that shimmering, and when it stops, let me know, and we'll cut back north.
Got it.
Yeah, because we'll at least cut to wherever this goat path is here. And see if we can go further.
Got it. So you'll at least go about that far. Understood. All right. It takes you guys like 30 minutes or so moving in this direction. And those of you trained in Arcana, roll me another Arcana for me, please.
If I'm still using the goggles and keeping an eye on this thing, do I still have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I give somebody Torin guidance?
Guidance?
Because since you guys told the party, and I know that we're looking for this now.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, Tor.
So rolling with advantage, and then rolling an extra d4 on top of that.
Yeah, I'll do it so you can roll the... Oh, never mind, you did it.
Plus one.
So there we go. So 23.
And 24.
This arcane distortion, those of you, I mean, everybody who's got above a 20 here, it seems like it may be getting closer. It's hard to tell.
Oh, shiz.
Besides these glimmers of light, there's and it's kind of rippling. There's no other signatures of this wall of this field. But you make it over there in about 30 minutes or so. You could tell that it seems to be slow moving. But you guys can still see that it just continues to go on in either direction.
How far was it before, Torin?
About 100 feet, I said.
Yeah.
I would say that it's maybe about. It looks maybe like 60 feet or so.
Wait, that's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it? And it looks like we haven't avoided it despite our moving.
No. The more I think about it, I would say within 60 feet, all of you can hear like a ringing noise.
Oh,
Like, you listen to loud music really long and you shut it off, that like tinnitus type of sound. You hear, everybody hears that if you're within 60 feet.
I'll bring that up to the group. It doesn't look like we avoided this thing. In fact, it's closer.
is it following us?
I mean, you look behind you, you don't see it, but you look in front of you, you see it.
I would say less following us, and that somehow it's not letting us avoid it.
All right, fine. Shoot it then with something. If it's not gonna screw off and leave us alone, we're gonna make it.
What is it?
I have no idea. It's a shimmering film in the middle.
Shimmering wall in the air.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
didn't bring detect magic today.
Well, buddy, you wanna throw one of your ghosts at it or something?
I can. Shall I?
We could just
Right.
chuck a rock at it.
Maybe we should try something mundane before shooting at the unknown magical thing with magic.
That's like a rock or something first.
Oh,
I can shoot
Yeah,
my
sure.
longbow.
I have a sling.
Somebody
Sure.
shoot something at it. I don't want to waste bullets on it unless it's actually gonna try to
Lena
kill
will go
us.
searching for a nice rock.
Sure, you find one.
Oh, I have
Smooth.
rocks for my sling.
Looks like you could skip it across a pond.
Okay.
Wait,
And
those
it's
are
a,
good luck.
that goes to sling,
I'm
right?
just kidding.
That worked, right? Okay. I'll give it to Alice.
Oh, okay.
You said you had a sling, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll help you chuck it further than throwing it.
True.
Yeah. She'll sling a rock at it. This is so weird.
It is.
This is really
All right,
weird.
you wind up, you fling a rock, and you see it fly through the air, and then go through this energy, and it seems to just land in the grass.
I can.
It didn't stop, or like
It didn't stop. It didn't like hit something invisible and fall to the ground. No, it just kept going.
I can send Ellie through it.
that's
Sure.
a magical thing, right? It's like a magical effect.
And
What does a
all-
familiar count as?
I mean, it's a magical creature, and it's technically a living thing. So
Oh no, Ellie's gonna hate me. Okay, I take out Ellie and I kind of pet her and I'm like, Ellie, I'm sorry, but do you mind going through the magical force field over there? If you die, I'll bring you back. I made sure to buy extra stuff to summon you. Does she seem angry at me?
You get a sense she's like, "Are you asking me or telling me?" Like,
I'm asking you if it's okay. And I'm telling you gently. I give her kisses.
with that, she leaps into the air, and you can see she flies off in its direction. It's now about 50 feet away, and she flies and flies.
She can fly up to 100 feet
Yeah,
away from me. And she can tell me, like, oh, I'll tell her telepathically, like, tell me if you feel weird or if it hurts. Or I guess I will know if you die, but just like if anything weird happens.
have her roll a wisdom save for me.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, Elendel, wisdom save. What is it? It's just a wisdom, right?
yeah, unless I don't.
Unless they're proficient in wisdom saves.
2.
Because we're gonna find out what happened.
You see, she flies and seems to go through this strange field, and then she hovers and looks around,
Are
and
okay?
you get you lose connection with her, but you can see her.
What?
Is she just flying there?
It seems like she seems to be looking around. You get a sense like someone who's lost.
Okay, I pocket her. Can I pocket her? Does that work?
She doesn't come back. No.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You see, she begins to fly back the direction she came, and then
Yeah.
you see she just fades away.
Like,
I like
Just
disappear?
slowly, she just fades. And as she's coming back in your direction, I mean, you don't get a sense that maybe, well, not a section. That's all you see. Roll me an insight. How about that?
Ellie! Oh my god, I'm turning to Alvarian 2.0 with Dubless. 21!
You get a sense that she, her flying back, it looks like she's flying aimlessly, like she doesn't seem to have a sense of where you guys are at. But then she just fades away.
So the fade away, is she's dead? Like, I can't bring her back?
Do you like summon her again? Like, do you use Find Familiar? You summon her again?
Well, that would take too long, I think.
Yeah,
I think it takes
an
like
hour.
10 minutes. Oh,
Does it take that? Hold on, let me look.
if you ritual cast.
that's a while.
Yeah, unless you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it takes an
if you
hour.
read, it's an hour and 10 minutes.
So yeah, no. But I'm gonna try to like, just call her out like as if she was in my pocket, like, because usually you could just call them out.
You
that
hear
doesn't
nothing.
work, right?
Yeah.
She's gone.
Oh
I
boy.
believe that's a good sign to completely avoid it if possible.
Yeah.
But it's coming towards us though.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
30
maybe.
feet
Not the
away.
way we're trying to go.
All
How
right. I
tall
guess
does it look, Brent?
What was
That's
that?
closer. How tall does it look now that it's closer?
The shimmering just seems to go up to the sky. You're unable to detect like an end point high
Gotcha.
up.
Okay. And I did send you a DM when you have a second, please.
Got it.
Can we say we're walking and talking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seems
we're-
like
I mean, where
Yeah.
are
just
you walking?
pulling everybody like
Picking up.
backing up, walking south somewhere just
yeah.
to avoid this.
It's in the way to where we're
Ellie!
going.
Ellie!
What did it even do? I'm confused. I don't know what that magic was, but
I don't know either. I had to summon her. She can maybe tell me, but that takes an hour. I don't think we have an hour.
The only thing we know is that she disappeared. Don't know what that means.
You're
Hold on, you may
You're
need to say that
cutting
again.
out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. All. Oh, is When
Oh.
in-
Nope, you're gone again.
oh my.
We're gonna get you a huge
Yeah.
antenna for your computer, like a massive Wi-Fi antenna.
I got recommendations on Mike's camp if
But if you want to drop into the Roll20 channel what you were trying to say, you could do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's back.
Oh wait.
Yep.
Wait.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Okay.
Try it again.
Yeah, all we know is that Ellie went in, looked around, tried to fly back, and then disappeared. We don't know what that means or what that means for us if we try.
Okay, so this is the moment where I gotta grab my son here at the door. So yeah, you guys figure out what you're gonna do now. I will be back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the map up though.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin, I sent you a DM based off Brent's answer that I messaged him, so just want to leave you that piece of information.
Is it just gonna keep following us?
Okay, yeah, all right.
I'm thinking it's not following us, but more of it's a wall and it's just moving in this direction.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
and
is,
maybe
it's
we
getting
haven't-
closer. That's the thing.
But maybe we
Yeah.
haven't like walked past, because it was. I'm assuming it's going this way, and we kind of went this way. So like, if it's going this way and if it's this big, we're not gonna walk past it. Does that make sense? Because it's
Yeah.
all moving. Yeah, like this way.
So we need to cut north then and east.
Either
I don't know.
that or
We
we
don't
go
know.
back and hopefully it eventually we either go back, hoping eventually it stops moving forward, because apparently this thing is as long and high as the horizon
Just
itself.
letting you guys know, if you need to do something, we can take like a 10-minute break. Let's come back on at 9:40. So, all right.
Okay.
So this thing seems apparently as high and long as the horizon itself. So, and coming at us. So either we try and go through, or we back up, hopefully outpace it, and hopefully it goes away.
Going through sounds like a bad idea because we don't know if we're all going to the same place as Ellie or if all of us end up somewhere separate.
Yeah.
Well, we could like tie ourselves to each other. Tina would pull out her rope.
But I mean, if it's Ellie was right there, but then wasn't, so we might be standing next to each other and not be able to see each other, like she couldn't see us.
But
so
the rock went through
the rope
it.
might not help. Ooh,
But
I
the
wonder if
rock-
the rock is still there. When Brent comes back, we could maybe see if the rock is still there.
Because maybe it's just like the inanimate objects. That's why I'm saying the rope might work.
I can't believe that nobody's run into this damn thing if it's in the middle of the path from the mill, considering how many carvings we saw in that place.
Considering it's Drakkenheim, it may affect some people. It may not affect other people. Weird shit
Also,
happens here.
It also might have just literally showed up right now.
So what? We could have to just wait. No, wait. It's getting closer to us.
Yeah. We can't wait. It's moving. It's encroaching.
So we either need to take the chance and run through it to keep getting where we want to go, or we need to change our plans. From the sounds of it.
Let's see. I can get me and one other person through it. But that's if it doesn't just block all magic from going through it too.
Oh, I can Misty step through it.
So that'd be 3.
I could see about Misty stepping myself. I do have the spell slot for it.
But what if it's like...
Actually,
what if like that
Let me
doesn't
check.
help? Like it still affects us even if we do that.
Yeah, we don't know if it's the wall itself or what's on the other side of it that's causing the issue.
Well, does anybody feel like going through and dealing with the park then?
Sure.
What are we doing at the park?
We're getting the flowers for Oscar.
For the potion.
Are we still doing that? I thought were we ever really going to be doing that?
I
would prefer not to do anything in deep haze at the moment if I can avoid it.
I think we will do that eventually, but I don't think in our current state and what we went through doing that is something we should be doing next.
I mean, if we all agree to back up, we could cross the river, get to a river, and ask her about it.
True. We could try. I mean, the other option is trying to go look for the hidden caches that we talked about. But
well, yeah, we can do that on the way back. And River said if we pay for it, she can get a Steckerman mill with the spell. So.
Well, she said it would take time to procure that, though, didn't she?
Yeah. Well,
well, actually, from the way it sounds, that she's always has it prepared. So.
Yeah, but she said she would need 24 hours.
I thought that was just if you wanted to procure, if you were going to ask for a scroll of it. But we just wanted her to cast
that's
it
how
for
she
us.
said she would do it. That's right. No, but that's how she would cast it for us. Yeah. So.
Would she give me cookies, Brett, if I gave her money?
Who?
River.
Would she give you cookies?
cookies.
Maybe.
If I gave her gold for it.
Yeah, if she goes on her next shopping trip.
Yeah, like hey,
Yeah.
A fellow pastry lover.
Yeah. Okay.
I still got like 5 minutes. You know how people say, "Hey, I'm here," and they're not. They're like, still 5 minutes away. So, but hey, I don't know. Are you guys? Did you guys come up with something you're gonna go do?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I know somebody maybe stepped away for a bit or so. Chill for a second.
I think it's either we're gonna walk through that thing, or we're going back the way we came and crossing the river and going home. From the sounds of it.
Oh, with the stops along the way.
Yeah. Sure.
So we have the whole day.
With seeing what happened to Ellie, Tinu wouldn't want to walk through it.
I'll be honest.
But if I'm sorry, what were you gonna say, Louis?
I could really use some bullets. That no fight has me a bit tapped. I was hoping to get back to Emberwood to buy some more.
I'll tell you this much, if you guys test and I don't know, walk 100 feet away, southward, it doesn't stop. It keeps. You look back, it's still there.
Yeah, it's still chasing us down.
Yeah.
Kala was saying the rock that Alice threw, is it still there on the other side? Because Ellie disappeared, but is the rock still there?
Roll me a perception check. I mean, it's pretty hard. You guys used a sling to fling it.
Can I look too?
Yeah. If you get perception above a 20, sure you see it. If not, then.
I roll. Oh, how about a 24, Brent?
You just happen.
21.
Both of you just happen to keep your eye on that thing, and you see it in a patch of dirt. There's some grass. It's on the ground.
If it's really, I mean, what do we just use what magic we have and just try to walk through it, call it good? Is that the plan? It's not a haze. That don't look like haze.
Yeah, but Ellie disappeared.
We don't. Yeah, the problem is we don't know what happened to.
What if somebody dies to this? Oh my god.
What if we get attacked in the middle of the city while this thing's hunting us down?
Okay.
That's also part of it.
Can we at least tie ourselves together?
That might be a good idea just in case.
Because the rock's an adamant and the rope's an adamant. Is that the right word?
I mean, it's
inanimate. Yeah.
I'd say it's accurate.
Yeah. So the rope. So even if we get confused and lost, the rope will still tie us together. I would assume.
What you mean?
The rope
what do you mean confused?
I'll be back.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys that. Ellie seemed confused, like she was looking for us, like when she was flying back.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, it might be a good idea to do that then.
Because, okay, out of character, I think the wisdom save because she failed it. So I think if we're tied together, and one of us passes the wisdom save, and then we're all wandering, that person could probably knock us out or something. I don't know. I'm just assuming, though. I don't know. I would prefer not to walk through it, but.
I mean, if we're talking meta, I think that's just like a ball of wild magic that just confuses people when they walk through it.
But she disappeared, so I think it's because it was in that one.
Could be. Maybe it's an anti-magic field, Like it just pops up and then...
Maybe it's a
an anti-magic field. An anti-magic field wouldn't get rid of Ellie.
Oh, that's true, because Ellie is not...
Because some of the is an instantaneous effect, not a concentration effect.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so in character, Tinu is all for whatever the party wants to do. She would prefer to go back to Emberwood, but if you guys want to go through, she would go through. She would just require that we tie each other to each other.
I'm a little worried about wandering. Like, if the places we go to are dangerous, right, and we have to, wait for, a while we're fighting something, that thing's gonna catch us if it's following us.
Oh, no, that makes sense, 100%.
I think we should just say, fuck it, push the button and go through it and see what happens.
Yeah, bite the bullet. Or the knife.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what it does.
Tina pulls out her rope and starts tying it around herself.
Yep.
And
Every item we have becomes a +1 something.
Oh,
So OP.
I get 3 +1 guns? Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Does that make my +1 short sword a +2 then?
That'd be too OP.
No, everything's in +1s.
Wait, so are we walking through it, or are we letting it move past us?
I say we run through it and just get it over with.
This is
I li-
terrifying.
Yes,
Because
it
well,
is.
if somebody has enough Misty Steps where it's like not gonna kill their slots, they should try it too. I think because at least if they don't have to make a save,
If you miss each step, you're no longer tied together.
right? But if there's at least one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So apparently the
No, so I was saying if
Minecraft
somebody-
movie was a 10 out of 10. So
Nice.
just letting you guys know.
You know what? Any day you can come back and say you enjoyed watching a movie is a good day.
Oh, I heard it was bad.
It's awful. The only people that I know that like it
Ooh.
are children who
It's a
missed
kids
this
movie.
movie
It's
and
good for
only
its
like
target
it because Minecraft.
Yeah, it's good for its target audience. That is exactly what
You know, yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna-
personally, would I go by myself or something to see it? Probably not, but you know.
I prefer
yeah,
movies that are made for both kids and parents. That's all.
True.
Well, you know what I have to say? I have to say that movies like this have been nothing new and have been around for literally decades. So,
Yeah.
if you went to a movie and you had a decent time, good for you. If not, think about learn and live and learn. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to you guys and apparently this shimmering field that's in front of you. Trying to figure out what you're gonna do. What you're gonna
The
do?
shimmering horizon coming to do something to us.
All right, who's doing the weird teleport nonsense then?
I was gonna say if we tie each other to each other, we could tie each other together and then walk through it, or we could wait for it to come to us and then we could tie ourselves to each other and the immovable rod, in case anybody gets swept away. But unless somebody wants to do magic through it.
I just don't think we're physically going to get separated. I think it's going to be something different. I think we're all going to be physically next to each other and not be able to see each other.
But that's why the rope.
I think
Well,
the
no,
rope-
but if you could still be tied together and be next to each other and not be able to see each other. Like Ellie was
that
right
makes sense.
there. We could see her, but she couldn't see or communicate
I
with
think
us.
the ropes are good. I think we do the ropes so no one wanders away, and then we try and get through this. Because
Okay.
even if we can't see each other, we can feel something.
All right,
That should hopefully keep us
Okay.
together.
all right, tie us together and we'll go skipping through this stupid field.
All right. Well, you guys get out your ropes. You tie yourselves together, and then Yeah.
Okay, so I saw that Ellie was going through, and I saw that something happened. I don't know. I think this might be metagaming. Can I guidance somebody or no? I don't know if I would
guidance
know
them
enough.
for. I mean, it makes sense. You know, you're scared. You're scared something bad's gonna happen. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance my sister. Then
Okay.
I'm worried.
And I would like to say that I'm next to the paladin too, because I am metaing. Because I want that aura.
I was
fine.
about to say it's a pretty good sized aura. So
Yeah,
if
we tied
we're
each other. We're all
Yeah.
tied
together, it should help at least one or two people.
Yep. Get as close as we can and try not to lose each other through whatever this
All right,
is.
if we're really doing that, are we all just grouping around Kalina? Is that the plan?
Kalina could be in the middle. We'll just
Yeah.
put Kalina
Yes.
in the middle.
All right, cool, got it.
Okay.
Because Tina would have tied herself to Kalina first, and then we pulled Alice and then tied Alice.
Good enough. No, I'm not gonna be away from Alice, so no. All
Yeah,
right.
so
that makes
yeah. Yeah, Kala's in the middle. And I guidance my sister. I hold her hand and guidance her.
All right. Do you guys like walk forward or just wait for this to rush over you?
I'm gonna walk forward because
I don't know how fast it's moving, so we may
It's
be
pretty
waiting
slow.
a while.
I
Yeah,
mean,
then let's
it's,
just go.
it's not like so slow you can't see it moving, but it's not like zooming across the landscape. But yeah, you guys walk towards it.
Oh my god, we're crazy.
We're actually crazy.
shimmering gets brighter and brighter. And as it gets closer, this ringing in your ears just seems to amplify. You can smell the stench of the haze now in the air. That alchemical almost... Yes?
Quick question. Is the ringing painful?
No.
Okay.
No, it's annoying, though.
I'm gonna... Sorry.
Ron's the sole
Ron
survivor.
has found us!
You guys move forward, and as this thing is almost right up on you, you can feel like an immense static energy. It crawls over your body, from your chest, up over your head, and across your back. You look over your shoulder, and you look behind you, but you don't see it anymore. You look in front of you, and you note that the clouds in the sky have seemed to thin and break up a bit. What's immediately present is the sun seems to have seems to be washed out. Its yellowish rays a bit more paler. But almost next to it in the sky, you see this realm's moon.
Nani?
That's what you see.
What?
The sun
I was thinking
and the moon
Alice.
are both in the sky.
Next
And
to
not
each
in the
other?
way, yeah, it's not in the way like, what is it, like in certain seasons you can see the sun, I'm sorry, the moon in the daytime. It's not that. It looks like both of them are coexisting at the same time, like a noon sky.
Oh.
I want to go back. I want to go back.
I call Ellie to me. Does she come?
No.
Oh shit.
So we're still in the woods. It's just now there's a moon and a sun in the sky.
Yes, and not necessarily the woods. You're in the Karn Hills, which is a bunch of rocky hills with brush across them.
All right. Well, we know where we need to go, right?
Yeah. Let's keep. I guess we keep walking and walking and see what happens. At this point.
Everybody feel fine. Nobody feels like or something.
I don't feel any different.
Do I
Physically
feel
or
different?
emotionally?
I mean,
Both might be relevant.
You guys continue on to your destination, Eckerman Mill. As you walk, you note that the sky fades to nighttime.
Nani?
But you note that the moon seems to set, and even though it's a dark sky, the sun is still evident. It's almost like being on a planet with no atmosphere, like the moon and seeing the sun. Black sky, sun up in the sky. You guys continue walking. Ron would be fascinated.
Yeah, if,
Yeah. If he were here.
the fucking air.
You continue walking across this black-skied landscape.
Wait,
Yes?
real quick. My sister's a paladin, right? I would know this.
Yeah.
Would I know about her detect evil and good? Is that a spell slot?
Well,
or
she
is that
would have
just a-
told you. I mean, I'll leave that up to Kalina.
I would assume that, like, when we were learning it, that I would have told her all about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like a thing that you can just do, or is it a spell slot?
Both. It's a channel divinity, I believe. I think.
Okay, never mind.
Nope.
I don't know
Yeah.
how
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
a
use
spell.
it.
No, hold on.
You should have a channel divinity.
Features and traits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe try that, but never mind. I don't want you to have to use a resource for it.
It's called Divine Sense.
Yes.
All right, I need everybody to go ahead and roll me a wisdom save.
All right.
Here we go.
You guys have +4s if you're next to me.
We're all still together, so.
That's what I was scared of.
I'll be fine.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
I don't have stacking inspirations, right, Brent?
If you have more than one inspiration, sure, you can use it if you want. I mean,
Yeah,
You
sure.
have- You have two. You have the one for the
Okay.
thing and the.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Go
All
ahead.
right. So everyone gets a +4 on their results, and let me just check something real quick.
Alice, I'll give you mine. Can I give Alice my inspiration?
sure.
I didn't use it on the earlier. You can have it, Alice.
You sure? Because I'm kind of
Yeah,
fine if like I don't, because it'd be kind of funny.
It's up to you. You can pick then. You have it if you want it. If you don't want to use it, it's okay.
No, I want to see what happens. What's gonna happen to me
Okay.
and Torin, or me and Louie, or just me?
So-
I don't know.
So right now,
Like,
Alice is the lowest at a 9, and the next lowest is me at a 15. So what happens, Brent?
Hold on.
I'm gonna be so mad at myself if me not taking the inspiration makes me lose Alice. But fuck it, we're playing a game. I'll press the red button, Brent.
Time for you to call that coin flip.
You guys continue walk across this strange new landscape. You see stars above you seem to be moving a little bit faster than normal per se. The sun is up there. There's no clouds, no atmosphere, no blue or gray skies, just blackness above you. You march and march. An hour passes. As you guys look in front of you, particularly you, Alice, the landscape just seems to, like, when you blink, it seems like the landscape is just extending in front of you, like more of it's being created every step you take. To you, it doesn't seem like you're getting closer to any type of destination. The rest of you, I mean, it feels like you're walking here on normal ground, but nothing seems to change after an hour.
I take out the tree. Has the tree changed? Because Louis put his blood in it.
Yes, that's a good idea. You take out the tree, it has. You see that it is clear, actually.
So. Wait. I'm sorry, Brent. So the tree is a tree, and then
Yep.
you put blood in it.
And it
And
usually
if the person is sick,
Mhm.
it changes.
it changes.
the
It turns
person-
black.
But if the person isn't sick, then it doesn't change.
Correct.
Okay, I don't know if the tree changed or not. I don't know if an hour has passed magically or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and prick my finger and put it in there because I know I'm sick.
Okay.
To mark
so the
the
tree
magic
did that?
change. The tree did not change though. So, but I don't know if there's a magic effect affecting that. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Yeah.
And how
So
much
I'm-
time?
Yeah. So I know that I'm sick. So I'm gonna prick my finger and put it in there to see if it
Should we-
changes in another hour.
Should we keep it out then to see if it actually takes an hour,
Yeah, I'll keep it out. Too.
or if the time is different?
Alice, as you look at this tree and this little snow globe, it seems to vibrate in the water. You see leaves grow on it and then fall off and fade.
Oh my god.
It's almost like
Hey, you guys.
it's going faster in this globe than everything around you.
What? Alice will just be like. Actually, Alice is actually looking at this thing. She doesn't normally like. She hates this thing. So she's like looking at it, Tito. She's like, "What? It's changing, right?"
Huh? It looks normal to me, right, Brent? Like,
Yeah.
to Tinu?
It's like it's in a windstorm. The leaves are going fast.
Are you okay, Alice?
No, we've been walking and we're not getting anywhere. I feel like we're walking and the ground's just spinning and I'm tired of walking.
Can I check her, Brett?
I mean,
I don't know.
besides
Do
being
we,
annoyed,
like,
she seems.
medicine?
She's saying my tree is in a whirlwind, and it is not in a whirlwind. So Tina's kind of like, something's wrong with Alice. Yeah, she would tell you guys. I think something's wrong with Alice.
That's rude.
Not like that.
Said that.
Like,
No, my feet hurt. We've been walking and we're not even getting anywhere. Why are we still walking?
But the tree, there isn't a whirlwind in the tree.
So now you're calling me a liar, Tinu?
No, look. She holds.
I know I'm grumpy.
No,
yeah,
it's
you see
not.
exactly. It is. and she'll trace like one of the leaves at the speed she sees. I don't know what they see if she does that.
All of you look at her. You have no idea what she's talking about. Yeah, it's just...
Okay.
Tina just blinks at everybody, but she stops talking because she doesn't want to make Alice mad.
Well, how long have we been walking?
A year.
It feels like that to you, Alice. Yes, like forever.
Okay, but it will take us a while to get back to where we're supposed to go. Right?
Dang it,
Right.
you guys,
It's
I
gonna
took off
take.
remove
I
Chris.
think we just gotta keep going.
All right, you guys
What have we been doing?
continue to march on. Another hour passes.
Does the tree change?
Yes. You see it turns
Did I
black.
see it change first?
Yes.
How much faster? Because Alice would say something.
I'd say probably 30 minutes ahead of when Tinu would see it.
Look, see, you're contaminated. You're sick, and we're just walking.
Alice seems like a prophet. 30 minutes later, it changes.
Okay, so the time is okay. Time is the same, I think. So Louis, you are not sick.
It was only supposed to take
Are
us
we
an hour and a
going-
half.
Yeah, if we were only supposed to be walking for like 2 hours.
Hold on. Has anything
Haven't we been
changed,
walking
Brett?
for 3?
Wait, what if we just stop walking? Let's just stop walking for a moment.
What?
Okay.
Just sit here?
Alice
I
will
don't
sit
know.
down.
Okay. Yep. Just sit here.
You guys all stop and look around.
Is anything changing? Like the stars?
The stars seems to be moving like a bit faster, like a small time lapse. But you don't see any atmosphere, no clouds, nothing, just black space of a sky against these rolling fields.
If I look behind us, Brent, do I see any visions of the wall that we went through?
You look behind you, and no, you don't. But when you do look behind you, you suddenly hear a booming noise above you. And if you look up, Kaput, you see this brilliant shooting comet just going through the sky, frighteningly close to the terrain in which you guys are on. But then it continues off out into darkness.
We're all high.
Brent, I'm gonna ask a very important question because this is probably one of the most important days of Torin's entire life. Did that comet look familiar?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It didn't hit anything. It just kept going. After a long moment of just sitting here, those of you who are trained in Arcana, eventually you do see a shimmering in front of you.
Okay. There. Hold on. There's another shimmer.
Should we go back through?
I think I think if this is a effect like a cube, that's the other side. So I think we got it. We go through it again.
You're still all tied together?
Yeah, I would assume so. Tina wouldn't let you guys untie yourselves.
Brent, have we somehow been untied, or are we all tied together?
No, you're still all tied together. Unless somebody intentionally untied. No, you're still all tied together.
We're apparently in a magical time block thing. We don't know what it does.
Can I clock like the things around us? Tina would just try to remember things around us, like something that might mark.
Besides the Karn Hills in general, I mean, that's the only thing marker you really have. The just kind of rolling, tall, not like mountainous, but tall hills of rock.
So like the stars, you know how like in real life you can always find the Big Dipper and then and I think that's the North Star, the Big Dipper, or something like that. You know how it's like that?
Mm-hmm.
Is there
in the
northern
in the northern hemisphere you can always find
roll me a survival.
Okay. Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay, you're able to locate what would be the North Star, the constellations that are part of that.
And they look the same as in regular Drakkenheim. Or, I mean, regular Emberwood.
Yes, they don't look any different.
Okay. Yeah.
The field gets closer as you guys sit there.
I think we got to go through it. Yeah.
You guys all get up and continue marching. And for you, Alice, it's just agonizing. It feels like hours you're walking towards this thing. Even though everybody else experiences this maybe in about 30 minutes or so. But finally, you feel that force. The field washes over you. And then you come out the other side and see clear skies. There's no clouds, although the ground is damp a little bit. You see the sun is up. Wind rolls over you. The wind is a bit warmer. It wasn't as cold as it was before. And you guys look behind you, but you don't see that anymore.
Where's the sun
at? Roll me a survival.
Okay. 7.
Even with a 7, you get a sense it's still morning time. Excuse me. You're just not able to go ahead and pinpoint maybe the exact time it is.
Yeah. But it's before noon though, because
yes, it's before noon.
Yeah. Oh god.
I think I have an idea of what just happened, but we need
that we walked for years.
No, not years, but I think it felt like
days.
that. Yeah. We need to get into Eckerman Mill even more importantly now.
Okay. Tinu starts to untie everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've already been there.
And you guys continue on your journey. You guys moved at a fast pace, as fast as you possibly could go, and so moved about 500 or so feet, and you're continuing on, and you're going to make it to your destination. Let's go to Eckerman Mill.
There's a small number of ways this can go. This might be a very interesting conversation.
All right. So, let's see. Hopefully, everything changed. Yes. River obviously is not here, and nor is Jimmy, and neither is Ron. And we can put kaput on the map.
Yay! No, I don't know. I don't know if I'm happy or sad.
So, you guys roll into Eckerman Mill, and you see the large windmill slowly rotating in the wind. You look around, and at this moment, you don't see anybody here.
I call Ellie. Does Ellie call?
Ellie! Stella! No, you don't see. Ellie does not answer. You don't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. We'll resummon her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are we gonna take an
if
hour
if
here,
everything
or-
went as I think it did, you
Maybe
should
not
be
now.
able to bring her back.
You guys look around at the ruined campsites, the headstones, and of course all the graffiti that's all over this place. You don't see the headhunters anywhere. You don't see
Do you want to
anybody.
send them a message?
Yeah, I think we did say we would send it out here. Hold on. I have to do this.
Which person you send a message to? Uh-oh.
Oh my god, you guys. Okay, Tinu would know, but Koo doesn't know.
Yeah,
Because I didn't personally talk to them. The one that's friends with Kala. I know Kala's was friends with one of them. The one they
Which
saved at the bar.
You mean Odo, the halfling?
No, wait. Wasn't it the guy that was in charge? There
Yeah,
was one of
so
them that seemed more in charge. I
there-
remember that.
Yeah, so we had the bugbear was Boz. We had Takra. We had
The
Odo, and then we had Thurlin Silverstone.
Yep.
Yep.
Dwarven fighter.
I think I can't remember
1,
exactly if it
2,
was
3,
Odo or
4, 5,
Takra who
6.
was the one more
Oh my
involved.
god, freaking
Odo-
Talk to us more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should probably be the one that we talked to.
Boz is gonna absolutely love when we told him we ran from the Lord of Feast.
We can wait for that until when we were in person.
So which person?
Believe we would tell Tinu Takra was probably the best person to send it to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I have 8 more words. Hold on. Okay, I think I have the basics of what I want to say. Okay. So what is his name? I kept hearing Takra.
Takra. Takra.
Okay. Tinu closes her eyes and she says, "Hi, it's Tinu from Knife Bites. Oh god. Where are you? We at Eckerman Mill. By the way, what day is it today? Where should we meet? Oh, that's 25, I think. No, I think that's 20. 20. I need 5 more.
LOL, XXX, OOO, no.
Pink cats are the best. There. Pink cats are the best.
Good send off.
You wait, and wait, and wait. You don't hear any response.
Oh, I didn't get anything back. Maybe we're
Did the
not
spell
far
fail?
enough. Oh, did the spell fail, God?
No. You just got no response.
Oh, he didn't respond. Maybe he doesn't know he can talk back to me.
Uh-oh. Or he can't.
Wait, does it fail if they're dead? This is a coup question. I don't know my own spells.
Don't
Well,
know.
Let me see.
You would have learned that it would fail if they're dead, because you can't send a message to a dead creature.
Oh, hold on.
What about a live but
5%.
corrupted creature?
That would work. They just might not talk.
Here. Ugh.
Cool. Should I try another one? That's another 3rd level spell slot, though.
We're really waiting on them. If they're not answering, I say we get moving on a different tack. Scrap the whole college gate thing.
What?
Actually, you hear a bunch of growling. That sounds pretty close by.
Shit.
And then out from the brambles, a large dog,
It's their dog.
possibly a
Is it, like,
wolf, comes
contaminated?
running out.
That's their dog, right?
Yeah, it's like running straight for you.
Wait, but it's their dog?
Is it?
Tina puts
Does
her
it-
hand out.
We're asking, Brett.
I helped save that dog. I would know.
We saw that.
Yeah.
Alice was there too.
I'm just teasing. Kalina, you would recognize this dog. It runs up, it barrels past you, Torin, and knocks Kalina over. Or, I mean, we can
Good
roll
boy.
a pose, strength, or, whatever if we need to. But, it knocks you over and sniffs your face and then licks you. But then, quickly, gets off of you. And this thing looks like a wolf, pretty much. But you see, it, barks, and then goes in circles. It looks to be kind of thin and emaciated, but energized. You see, like any dog that's probably seen something, that it wants to alert someone, it begins pedaling back and forth.
Yep. I'll start heading towards it. Where is
Yep.
it taking me?
Yeah, as soon as you walk forward, it begins to go. It keeps looking back.
All right. Well,
Definitely following.
Following the dog.
All right. The dog seems to be excited that you are following this massive creature. It leads you away from Eckerman Mill.
Okay.
It begins to lead you back down the dirt, destroyed, muddy roads away from Eckerman Mill back to Drakkenheim. If you stop, it stops. But then you can hear like a whining noise of like frustration. And if you stop too long, it just begins to bark. He just begins to bark.
I don't think Kalina would stop.
I'm saying for everybody else is this dog's like, let's go.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
The trip back, are you moving fast with the dog? I assume so, right?
I mean, if the dog is
The dog is setting our pace.
This dog, he's going. He's going. Go ahead and roll me some more d20s.
Can I give Bachi guidance? Because I know
Won't
where
matter.
we're going.
It's not a skill check.
Yeah, it's not a skill
okay.
check. It's just it's just an encounter check.
Okay, we're going
2d20s
fast.
again.
I didn't think we'd be going that far back.
Oh yeah, you after a minute you realize, oh, we're going back to the city. That's what's going on here. Yeah,
Ooh!
220s. Look at that.
All right, good job. No incident happens, and this trick seems a lot quicker on the way back. You guys hit Academy Street. This dog continues to run down the ruined blocks, looking back, checking with you guys. It gets more excited as you guys get deeper into Drakkenheim.
Oh, are they at the freaking gate? You're kidding. I know what direction we're going.
And you begin to see it materialize in the distance. A gate.
Wait, where would they go?
Oh,
without
wait.
us?
Why? What?
They decided that they would go and handle it, and either we'll show up and meet their dog, or they'll do it themselves, probably.
Well, we'll see what we find when we get there.
This makes sense.
All right.
Well, they did say they were short on money. I remember that. Maybe they were desperate.
Or maybe they waited and they were like, man, these guys are just not showing up.
It was literally one day.
Was it?
It could have
It
been
was
more.
more than that.
We don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because apparently, you can just. Oh boy.
Yeah, because we just walked through, I'm sure we lost days.
Don't say that. What if my brother has a crystal in his chest already?
For all we know,
He has a
the,
crystal.
for all
And
we
I
know,
gotta-
Zoya's already been overrun.
I gotta put kaput on here.
I see my token,
I
but
don't know.
everybody else is
He's,
dark.
he's under Kala.
How
I was like, okay.
long did it seem to Alice like we walked?
She said years.
Honestly, it felt like an enormous amount of time. I'm not gonna say you literally years. That would have driven you mad. But it was like,
No, but like,
Yeah.
did it feel like 3 days worth or just like 8 hours worth?
that's an interesting question. Alice can roll an insight.
Yeah, because she'd be like, I'm telling the truth, guys. What are you talking about?
We gotta get you.
I
up
love
there.
that she has no idea what's going on. She got a 9.
It's you're not sure. It felt a long ass time.
Helpful.
Yeah.
My feet hurt. That's a good enough indication it took too long.
Okay. You guys arrive at what is College Gate. Now, as you approach this gate, you're going down these broken roads, and the closer you get, once again, you hear that high-pitched kind of ringing noise in your ear. As this dog runs ahead of you and you arrive, you see the streets are littered with ruins, mostly burned to ash. Nothing but the foundations of some buildings, except this one here to your east. The gate itself seems to be covered in shimmering spider webs. They are everywhere. The dead ashen trees surround it, all over the gate itself, and a massive set of webs you see directly in front of you. As they cover the gate, the shimmering of them give it a look like it's broken pane glass windows, like each segment inside of these webs, as you can kind of see here on the map. The ringing here is intense. I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys where you're at.
Is it the same ringing as when we walked through that thing?
It sounds like, yes, it sounds very similar.
I'm about to put cotton in my freaking ears if it gets any louder.
Okay. The dog runs up to like here and then suddenly stops, whines, and like kind of covers its head with its paws, and then looks really disturbed. It turns around and looks at you guys and barks. You see the dog does a double take, then goes rushing up to this door and paws it open.
Well, yeah, the noise is probably driving it crazy.
You get a sense that it's really bothered by it. If you follow, you come into what looks to be a ruined, maybe a guild hall or diner, or some type of public meeting place. But once again, the webs are everywhere. They drape everything, almost like kudzu, how it just leans over everything and creates like waves over whatever furniture or things are inside. It's not depicted on the map here, but there is some steps that goes up to a second floor. And you see this massive creature go up the steps and squeezes its way into a hall on the second story. And then it peeks its head back and barks at you.
All right. Taco
okay.
or Odo or whoever's up there.
Yep, we'll follow.
Mm-hmm.
Good question. You guys follow up the steps. And as you come up, you hear what sounds like groaning. The dog barrels into a room, which I'm about to put you guys in. Whoa, whoa, right there. I'll move everybody into the room here. I'm not putting him in here, but this dog comes over to where you see sitting in a corner, webs all around it. It's Baz, the bugbear.
The fuck?
He's the one furthest to the left here in this picture.
Can we start taking off the webs?
He's not like cocooned or wrapped up in it. He's just kind of sitting amongst it. And you see he just seems to be just staring off into a void. The dog whines and licks his face and then looks back at you guys, quite upset. But his face gets licked. He doesn't respond to it. He just looks straight ahead. He looks quite thin too, and pasty, like maybe he hasn't eaten or really drinking that much.
In how long?
Good question.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Lad, wake up.
He jolts and looks at you. He doesn't say anything.
Wait, can Colin and I do a roll for that? For how long he looks like he hasn't eaten for?
I don't have medicine anymore as a paladin.
Tina would do it.
You come over to him and kneel down, and you begin like checking his vitals, looking him over. Yeah, roll me medicine.
I lost that when I changed classes. Sorry.
It's okay. No, you're fine. 16? Can I give myself guidance? Because I know I'm doing it.
Are you able to give yourself guidance, or it only can be another creature?
Yeah,
okay.
you can.
Sure.
You can
Sure.
Yeah, you can give it to yourself.
You grab your little crystal and you pray to the gods you believe in, and
It's 19 total.
He feels cold, a bit chilly, but obviously he's been getting some type of fluid. You notice, like, next to him on the ground is an empty, large water skin, but you can tell that he hasn't moved probably in quite some time. He's probably famined more than parched, but you don't get any reaction from him like he's agonizing or anything. He just kind of dumbly looks at you guys.
Tina will take out. I think I have rations.
We have some
Oh.
rations. Can we
Yeah.
like mix them with water or something? Just crush them up, make it a little easier to actually eat.
Sure, you guys go to work. You've done this before back at your home village when those contaminated folks came through. The rest of you, who has a passive perception higher than 15?
I do.
Alice?
Nope. Not higher than 15.
Alice, as you're watching Tinu and Kalina go to work helping this bugbear, you note out the window here to the northwest, there is this flickering blue light. It's not like a constant rhythm, it's just like an erratic flickering blue light coming out of this arrow slit.
She'll kind of elbow Louie and point at it.
He'll look over there. You said it's erratic, Brent?
Yeah, it looks like it's on the 3rd floor, actually. So it's actually up a level from your position here on the 2nd floor of this building. It looks like an erratic light. Like, imagine a fluorescent light bulb that's going out and just kind of, going in and out. It's like you see that effect coming from this window.
Do you want to go check it out?
Yeah, I'll go.
We can go check it out.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Be careful. We don't know what's happening right now.
2 whistles means run to us.
All right.
Don't get out of that whistle distance.
Here, Tinu digs in her bag and gives Alice a signal whistle.
She'll take it.
Kolabadi, Torin, Kaput, are you guys doing anything? You witness all this, this action going on around you.
Have we rolled Arcana to see if he's under some kind of like enchantment or magical effect?
That's a good question. You can roll such.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can determine that. Oh damn.
Nice.
You've studied this before in Dreams Mood. You know that there is some enchantments and effects that can make one's mind be shattered or broken. It looks like he has some mental effect. Could be the result of some type of arcana.
Okay. I don't have Dispel Magic, so I can't do anything about that, but I will bring that up to the group.
I will say, Tinu, you also note when you're examining him, you can see these black veins under his furry skin. He looks like he's probably infected. With a 19, he's contaminated.
Oh no. Does he look like he's feverish or anything?
You could tell there's something not right with him. As far as him being feverish with a 19, he looks contaminated. I would make you roll again if you're trying to determine the degree.
Yeah, I will.
Well, can we see, like, just knowing people who have turned, can we see if he's, like, right about to attack us, at least?
Yeah, that's a good question. Kalina, you could tell that it doesn't look like he's, like, about to transform or anything.
Okay, that's my biggest primary concern.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. If, Kaput, Kolabada, you guys doing anything, or you're just observing?
Observing,
I'm gonna
keeping
look
an eye out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look out the window in the direction that Alice and Loie went. See
Yeah.
if I can just kind of keep an eye on them as well, outside of just auditory.
Sure. All right then. Back. Loie, Alice, you guys come back down the steps and come out of this ruined building, and you're standing on the edge of the porch. What are you guys doing?
Where you said? Where is it in Where is
It looks a
from
bit
where
like
we're
the
at in this map?
light is coming from over here. You see that blue
Okay,
arc?
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously it's 3 stories up. These are gates, so there's 2 battlements in between what looks to be a shattered gate that's covered in webs. You can't even see through it. Towards the, let's see here, above the winch level, on the battlement level is where you see that light coming from, and that's about 40 feet up. It's an arrow slit that it seems to be coming out of. So you imagine that you guys are probably too big to climb through it. But it looks like there is a bridge or a walkway in between the battlements on the 3rd story, if that makes sense.
Oh, the 2 towers that surround the gate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, if I show, like, just this image here, Shepherd's Gate, you see past these buildings, there's the gate, and you look upward, and at the very top here, right between the 2 steeples, there's like it's like that. There's like a battle, there's an area, a walkway in between.
Okay.
That you guys, you can see. That's 40 feet up also, at the same level of this window.
How riven, and by that I mean, how easily climbable is the outside wall? Like, are there obvious handholds, or is it smooth as like a baby's bottom?
Well, everything's draped in webs. You imagine the webs probably could be a good handhold, but the webbing is so dense, it's really hard to get like how smooth the structure is. But it seems like there's a bunch of handholds and stuff.
But some of it goes through webbing.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I don't like this, Eddie. I know about cave spiders and stuff that my cousins have dealt with down in the mines and all that shite. Looks like them. Looks like this is a nest.
So we go. What are we doing then? We're not going to get up to it. That's fine.
Could try to climb to the eastern battlement. That seems more clear. This square here, Brent, right here. There seems to be less webbing in this space. Could I climb up that to the top of the battlement without touching a lot of web?
So, this is kind of like a representation, but as far as the description is concerned, from the book here, this place, it's drenched in webbing. It is draped in it. You can see the outline of the battlements inside, but it's completely covered in web.
I don't know what happens if we touch that. It could be, most spider web sticks to you like glue. You pull on it, it lets whatever beastie is in there knowing that you're around, and then it comes to feed on you. So I don't know.
All right. So why don't we just see if the dog wants to help? We can try or we can not. I don't know if that's the case. The 2 of us probably don't need to do it.
Alright, we should get the others out here and see what happens if we ring the dinger bell and pluck that weapon.
We'll see if the dog will lead us to anybody else.
Good enough for me. You didn't look too good.
Meanwhile, Kalina, Tinu, you finish going ahead and mashing up some food, and you go ahead and use his water skin, kind of, put it in his water skin and kind of squeeze it into his mouth, and he coughs and sputters like almost all of it up, but then he smacks his jaw. You see he looks at you, Kalina. You're not real.
Then imagine how tasty this food is.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh. She got an 18.
He snacks his lips again. He takes some of the dribble off of his beard, and he puts it in his mouth. Fake food.
But fake food that you need to eat.
I am not real.
Hopefully we can get you real again.
You see, he just looks dazed as he looks around. He swallows some of the food that you gave him. It seems to have given him a little bit of more pep, but he ain't moving. You see, he just sits there.
I'm gonna look back at the others that might have some more arcade knowledge. Go, what the fuck?
Something was done enchanting him and his mind. There's more than just corruption going on here. Something did something to him. He's not completely out of it.
Can we fix it?
If
it's a magic effect, it could be dispelled. If it's something about his body, a restoration effect might work.
Yeah, I can't do either of those, but if someone can, they can fix him.
Okay, but maybe not here.
Maybe not. No.
Brett, real quick, this is the one that really didn't like the Lord of the Feast.
The Garmir, yes, he was adamantly against him.
Oh god. Okay, Tina's gonna kind of, like, while her sister's talking to them, she says, I saw the Lord of the Feast. To see if that gets anything out of him.
He snaps his head in your direction. Where? You see he struggles and he gets up. His legs are wobbly, his arms are wobbly. He grabs his weapon.
Wait, but I thought you weren't real.
Where?
He's not here. He left. Oh god, Tinu.
But
you see he narrows his eyes.
We saw him and we could help you find him again once you get your strength back.
Yeah, we need to get your friends first.
The bigger the group.
Odo's not real. None of them are real. Lord of the Feast. He's real. You see he stumbles like he's drunk almost.
Oh god.
He pushes past you, Torrid.
Wait.
I'm not
No.
letting him fall down the stairs and kill himself.
Yeah. Tina tries to hold him too.
Got it. Okay.
If he starts drunkenly heading towards the stairs, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
You know.
Roll me an opposed athletics with this guy.
You know what? He's trying to go past me too. I'm helping her, so clean roll with advantage.
Tinu's helping, but I don't know if Tinu's any help, honestly.
And Alice, Loey, you hear where? Like, upstairs. All right, let's see what this guy gets.
Yeah, we decided to head upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. He's definitely weak. You guys are able to hold him. He struggles weakly. Where is he?
We have to find him. We have to find him again.
Yes, we do. Will you say
will.
that?
We will. You need the whole group to help us.
Okay.
We've got to find the rest of the group first.
Okay. The group. Headhunters.
Yes, the Headhunters.
Yep, the Headhunters.
We find them and smash them.
What?
Hunters?
Lord of the Feast!
Yes, we find the Headhunters and they help you get his head, right?
Right?
He looks at you all suspiciously. You're in my mind.
No, we're not.
I mean, you got Alice, Loey, you come back upstairs. You see this playing out. You hear the dog outside the door. He's just whimpering. He's quite upset. I'm not going to put him on the map, but he's like right outside the door here.
Whimpering like wants somebody to follow him further?
No, he seems to be perturbed by this whole situation.
I'll also go to. I know Tinu's dealing with Vaz, but she'll just reach into the bag and pull Venus out.
You see, he looks around.
And I'll walk over to Dog, since that's what they said the dog's name was. If I'm remembering correctly.
That is true.
And I'll be like, Venus, be a good boy, be sweet. And see how Dog reacts to Venus.
Delirium not detected. Venus is a good boy.
Venus, good boy.
Oh my god, I love Venus.
You see the big, big snout sniff. Venus here, but then you see kind of like snorts, like he's like sneezing. The dog. But you see, he looks at Venus confused, and it
but
looks.
He stops whining.
Yeah. You see, he's definitely distracted.
She'll look back at the twins and Torin that are holding back Baz and be like, "Does Baz know if the dog has command words that could help us find the others?"
I don't think he's
dog
enough.
Dog.
Yes, dog.
You see, big dog kind of, lifts up his head and looks at Baz. You see Baz is looking around and goes, "Find Lord of Feast. Find him!"
No.
You see dog just looks around confused.
All right.
Tell him to what?
Maybe find Takran?
Takra.
Maybe he'll know somebody from the group.
Baz goes,
command.
"Find Takra!"
Oh
no!
Boss.
Did you? I'm assuming then you didn't get anything out of him while we were outside.
Not really.
He doesn't think he's real.
That's not helpful.
You see, dog, when it hears Odo and Takra, you see that his massive body squeezes his way back down the hall, down the steps.
Oh, well, okay, somebody's got to go.
All right, I'll go. God damn it! Put
Yeah,
Venus
I'll go
back in
with
the
you.
bag.
Batu will follow.
Got it.
I don't know
Alice
how
will
to...
hand Venus over to Tinu before she leaves, though.
Is there a way to
She'll
help
put it in the back.
Baz carefully down the stairs, so at least we don't have to worry about him falling down?
Sure. I mean, he's a big guy, but you guys are able to work together to help him. He just seems more.
We're gonna have to get him out
delirious.
eventually.
Okay. I'm gonna move everybody over to the ground floor here. You guys help him out.
If necessary, you could throw him on your mount, depending on how that everyone else is.
I would tie him to the mount, but
Good idea.
Right.
Smart.
Don't bring out the mount yet, unless you already have the mount.
I don't have him yet. But if we're gonna get them out of this place, I would prefer he be awake.
You see the dog runs up to here, then once again stops and whines visibly, like maybe annoyed or frustrated or maybe even hurt, but then puts his paws on his head and then turns around and goes in a circle and he barks at you guys.
I get it. Your master's inside, and that's where you want us to go. Just give us a second, okay, Pooch? Get over here before you get yourself killed.
You know he won't go further than here. You see he just raises a paw up and then he runs back to you guys.
No wonder why. It probably didn't follow them in when they went in. I want to yell at Boz. Too half-cooked to understand what's going on. Half-beat.
Isn't it weird that Boss didn't go with them? Why would he be in a room?
He might have gone with them and they got separated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do I see any tracks out here, Brent? I mean, there's ground. It's not all cobblestone. Do I see any tracks of the Headhunters?
There's like pools of mud and stuff here and there. Yeah, Roman survival.
Can I help him? I'm proficient in survival. No. So, do you want advantage or you want me to roll?
Just advantage for Loey here.
Okay. Thank you, Annie. Oh, double nines. 14.
You see an abundance of tracks, but it's hard to distinguish what tracks are what besides the dogs. And these tracks seem to go forward towards the gate. but it's hard to discern who is what going where, you know.
But they went, oh, so I can't tell if they just went straight towards the gate or...
You see an abundance of tracks going towards the gate, but whether they're tracks of the Headhunters or somebody else or, you know, some other creatures, you're not sure.
I can't tell who's here, but lots of folks are heading straight towards the gate, so... And they're all... I mean, they're all people. There's no strange footprints save for the dogs.
Well,
You note that the dog's footprints, they don't ever go beyond here.
Okay.
Okay.
Before Ari and I went to go poking around at that blue light, that entire gatehouse is covered in webbing. If something's layering in that garrison, it's a good chance you touch that web and whatever creepy crawlies living there is going to come worming its way out through a window or off the battlement top. So, that's why I didn't decide to touch the wall before you luck out here.
Any idea what type of creepy crawly?
If it's like a cave spider, I mean, they can throw webbing at you from a distance, pin you down and bite you with poisons, suck out your insides.
My bet's on a delirium corrupted spider variety.
Could be.
Oh, that's just. Oh boy.
So,
sounds awesome.
normally when you touch the web for one of those things, they feel you and then they come find out what's, screwing with their web. So you touch the side of that wall, it'll come out. I'd suspect.
Okay.
Is this webbing here, Brett?
Yes. You look at it?
Yeah, Tina will go close and look at it, but she won't touch it.
As you look at this webbing, you note that it has the style of spiders that create the bullseye pattern type of webs, but there's an additional kind of like just drapes of webbing over each one of these kind of rectangles and squares that makes up the web. And as you look closer, these rectangle patches throughout the web, one of them, you think you see something inside of it, like almost you're looking through a window.
Oh.
It's foggy though. It looks like maybe structures are inside.
So it's not like what's behind it. It's like the image of like a city or something, but like hazy.
Yeah, it looks like an image of some type of humanoid construction, maybe a city, a town, or something. But it's foggy. It like almost looking through a window with condensation on it.
Is there any more of these like quote unquote mirror patches? Can I look at the other ones? Do they
Sure.
show the same thing?
You go and look at the other one, you see the same thing. It's like foggy, but this one, it looks to be less humanoid structures, more like barren landscape. But once again, it's like fogged over.
Did you look at the webs? They're mirrors. They look like there's stuff inside. I would say to Louis, look. Look, come here, look.
Yeah, he'll come over and he'll look over your shoulder, Tina, and look at the spot.
You see the same thing. You look through this one patch that Tinu points out. Once again, it's fogged over, hard to determine exactly what you're looking at, but you can get a general sense it's like some type of barren terrain.
Can I take...
Other one...
Hmm?
Oh, shoot, the other one's a city.
Can I take Talon out in the axe head and cut into the webbing a little bit?
Sure. You take out your axe and you click. You go ahead and cut the webbing. And as soon as you do, roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
That's why I wanted to do that while everyone was out here.
Everybody's
Good
token
call.
on my map is very dark.
Oh, if you if you don't have like dark vision, then yeah, it's dark for a reason.
Well, as a Dragonborn, I have 60 feet.
Got it.
In
Okay.
2024, so.
Dragonborns now get it, as opposed to before when they didn't.
Yep.
60
Who's the last
feet.
person you gave Vigilant Blessing to, Tinu?
I gave it to Tor.
Alright, so
Okay.
I'll roll again.
Damn it. Alice can't roll for shit tonight.
Neither can I.
It's okay, I'm still better than you, old man.
Only by one. Gotta expect that stuff when you're the queen, you know?
All right.
I kind of just wanted to set fire to all the spider webs, but I was like, Tinu wouldn't do that.
Who would?
I am so tempted, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, there's the answer to your question, I guess.
I'm gonna milk this fire with that Gates name on it.
Oh, Sultry would have. She would have ran around and set
Yep.
everything on fire.
Yep.
She don't care.
Just give me 1 second here.
Who I love our backup characters, but please don't die.
Oh, I won't. I don't want to. Well, I mean, I'm right here.
When you cut the web, Loey, everybody in like a 30-foot radius, pretty much everyone, all of you hear this high-pitched, ringing, screeching almost noise just vibrate out through your ears. It is agonizing how loud it is. And then from the portion that you cut, Loey, the image disappears into a white void. You see emerge out something that looks like this here.
Oh, it's
Soon
Odo.
as,
Cool.
Yeah, it's Odo. He comes in. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it hanging?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're cocoons. Time cocoons.
You see that?
Yep.
You see the
Hey,
webs
spiders.
rip apart, and from these white voids crawl out these spiders. Kaput, directly behind you, this ringing noise amplifies, and you see from the webbings attached to the trees more of these creatures.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
Yes. And let's go ahead and see what we got for these guys on initiative.
Did we have a long rest after?
Yeah. You guys had a long rest leaving the garrison.
Okay. I
yes.
wasn't here for that, so I didn't reset anything. I just wanted to check.
Are they going first? Oh no!
Yeah, no, they're going first.
Yeah, I rolled terribly.
Yeah, they rolled really well.
Yeah, they crawl out. Oh, somebody look up a direwolf and be the dog for me, please.
I got it.
You got it?
I have
Okay.
that saved.
Is it,
Yeah, I have it
is
saved.
Is it too late for me to use inspiration on my initiative?
Yeah, we've already
okay.
got it going.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's
take
fine,
the
it's fine.
first turn this go around.
Brent, you want the 14 or the 24 direwolf?
24. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. As a bonus action, kaput. You look behind you. You see these things as they crawl out. They vanish in a flash of light and reappear there. Oh, no, they can't do it. Well, I can still use that description, though. This guy, yeah, he goes 5. They actually technically crawl. But, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and...
Or like
30?
half crawl have like move in and out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll get to the others here in a moment. But these 3 in front of you guys, they're going to be attacking. The one that's in front of Loey, who cut the web, is going to go ahead and try to get bit by these mandibles. 24 probably would connect.
That'll hit.
You'll take 11 points of piercing and 8 points of poison damage.
I'm a dwarf. I am resistant to poison damage.
Nice. The one that's in front of the dog is going to attack it. Oh, I'm sorry. This guy gets 2 bites. He's going to attack you again, Loey. But he's going to miss with a 7. But the one in front of the dog is going to try to bite him twice. Does 18 probably hits doggo?
Yeah, 18 hits doggo, yes.
He'll take 7 points of piercing and 7 points of poison.
Okay.
I swear, Brent, if you kill this dog...
He always kills our dogs.
He does.
There was only one other time.
Yeah, the other dog.
The only other dog, so it's always...
Always one time, not fair. Anyway, Alice, this thing attacks twice. Oh no.
Shit.
And,
yeah, it hits twice. But
this is
I'm
not
gonna
good.
uncanny dodge that crit. I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
Yeah, no, do it.
For the crit damage, it's gonna be that plus that plus. Yikes! An additional D10 plus an additional 2D8.
30.
So
40 points of damage total.
This
So
thing
with
latches on
uncanny
you.
dodge, that's 20.
Yeah, thank God.
The second attack, he's gonna roll damage for that. For an additional 11 points of piercing, and an additional 5 points of poison.
Got it. Alice is hurt.
Kaput! You turn around and you see these 2 spiders behind you. Same deal.
Ooh. Go.
1 bite, 2 bites. Do you have your armor on? Activated?
Yeah,
all that
always.
stuff? Okay.
Unless I'm sleeping, it's on.
just checking.
I am
yes.
Iron Dragonborn.
A shimmering field of energy blocks these mandibles as they try to bite you. But this other one is going to go ahead and try to bite you twice also. Does a 23 connect?
Yeah, I don't have shields, so yes.
You'll take 8 points of piercing and then 14 points of poison. The others are gonna dash to get forward, I believe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Then this one is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50. And the others are going to continue to swarm you guys, but we're moving on. Torin, it is your turn.
I'm gonna need you to move those spiders. It could be very important.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Do it, Torin. Just like a Beyblade, man. Let it rip.
50, 60. This guy is he's gonna be there.
Let's roll
This
this Minecraft.
guy. 5, 10, 20. Alright. This guy is going to be there. That's where they all move.
All right, I can own. It's gonna be good enough. All right, and that's gonna be down the line, and I'm gonna need. And I just saw them bite into my friend, so I'm not. So the heck with holding back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before you begin.
Oh no.
As a bonus action, this guy disappears, this guy disappears, this guy disappears, this guy disappears, this guy disappears. The others stay.
Perfect. Those are the ones I needed to say. And all of them can give me a dex save as I shoot a lightning bolt through all 4 of them.
All right, deck saves coming up. I'm starting from Loey's position, then one to the top, going down towards Torin, and yikes! Jesus. Deck saves coming down the line here. We got 4 of them. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 fail. 2 succeed.
2 take 36. 2 take 18.
The ones these 2 appear, they just get ripped apart by the lightning. These other ones, they'll take the damage, but they're still there.
Yeah, and that's gonna be my turn.
Got it.
Turn.
Tina.
I just saw them tear you guys apart. It's like, okay, let's just take as many as I can.
You guys see right away. Tina calls out her Twilight Sanctuary. That's my action. That's a given. 30 feet circle. Give it a color that we can see. Let's see. Can you see that color here?
I can.
I'll make it this pink. Oh no, that's even harder to see.
I can't see anything.
Who can't see anything?
Well, we can't see the aura because
we can't see it.
I can make you say I see it. Hold on. I got
There
you.
we go. I'll do that one.
I got you. 1 second. Just see there.
Oh, there we go.
And then, I have a question. So, this Twilight Sanctuary is in a radius of 30 foot, right? So if I fly up, would the radius still hit them, or is it curved like a ball?
I'm gonna say you need to stay within 15 feet of the ground for it to cover everyone. If you are higher than 15 feet, I'm gonna say that it will cover anyone within 15 feet of you.
Okay, so if I can fly up 15 feet and it will still hit everybody that's hitting right now, though, right?
Yes, if you stay within 15 feet above the ground, yes, it will.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my bonus action. It's dim lighting right now, right? Step of the night.
It's not nighttime. It's actually the skies are pretty clear. I'll turn up the light for you guys.
You said
Because
earlier
the
that Ron needed dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because you couldn't see at all. Period. Well, it's daytime. It's not nighttime. I'll turn up the light here for you guys.
Okay.
But
So it's not dim light?
It is not dim light right now. It is daytime.
It's bright
Okay.
light.
I can't do that then.
Right.
That's my I'll healing word sucks. I hate healing word.
Bonk. Spoon time. Spoon party.
No, cause should I spoon? I was gonna do something. No, spoon is a concentration in 2024.
Very
and
true.
I need that for my next spell. How does Alice is really bloodied, right? Though.
Yes.
You see, she's pushing off the spider that's on her.
Yeah, I'm gonna healing word Alice at level 1 as my bonus action.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. You get 9 hours.
So do you fly 15 feet?
No, I can't fly unless it's dim light or nighttime.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
Yes, it's daytime.
That's why
Gotcha.
I was specific about it. Yeah, I can't
Understood.
fly. So I'm on the ground, but my bonus action is my healing word. I don't move because I saw the ones behind us. I don't want to get hit. So Tinu's not moving.
Understood.
She stays here.
Alice.
Alice is pretty mad. So this one that bit her, she's gonna try to shank it.
Do it.
She's gonna, she's gonna try. She's pretty pissed. And I'll take a crit.
I don't know.
I
You
swear
care.
Take a crit.
Let's go.
Yeah. So.
So you
Crit.
fangs with a spider.
I get crit, I crit you back.
Right? Okay, so it didn't roll the crit damage, so I'm just gonna hit it again, because the sneak attack is gonna crit too.
Got it.
Well, can you just roll? You probably just roll 4d6. I mean,
However
I
you want to
didn't
do
roll
it.
the sneak at also.
oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
just rolling it. Yeah.
okay.
So that's gonna be 15 plus 22. So
37?
15 plus. Thank you. 37.
You take your blade and jam it into the mandibles of this creature. It rears back squealing and then collapses on the ground.
She'll spit at it as she, with her offhand, tries to shank this one in front of the dog. She's gonna try. Like, come on, Alice. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
All right, it's gonna take 1d4 damage. It's gonna take 4 damage.
You stab into this one. It's still up though.
Cool. I'm gonna go run I'm gonna go run to Kalina. Fuck this. Yeah. No, thank you. Goodbye. Absolutely goodbye.
All right,
I'm
you
hurt.
scurry away.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Loey.
Yeah. Quick question for you,
Yes.
Brent. Sorry.
No problem.
I rolled for the doggy, and it got an 8. Or did you just want it to go on my turn?
Just have it go on your turn. I think it's just easier.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. It's gonna try to bite the thing, and because of pack tactics, it has advantage.
All right.
Yeah. Boop boop. So, does a 22 hit?
22 will connect.
Awesome. It's gonna take 5 piercing damage, and because the target is large, it now has the prone condition.
Got it. It bites onto the leg of this creature, knocking it prone, and it will take 5. How much points of damage?
5 points of damage, and it is prone.
Got it.
And that's it.
Understood. Loey.
All right, Loey hefts Talon in both his hands, comes over to the spider, seeing it prone, and like a lumberjack to a tree, heaves the great axe over his shoulder and comes to try to bury it into the spider's head.
Understood.
Yeah.
Let's do some advantage rolls. 16 to hit.
Yes, it will.
You're gonna take. I wonder if it's gonna do this automatically. Let's find out. Oh, it did. Oh, it's so cool. You take 13 points of damage, 12 points slashing, 1 point necrotic from the delirium axe blade.
As the dog drags it to the ground, you cleave into its thorax or its abdomen, and it wriggles and shrieks in pain before going still.
Where did those other ones go? He says, looking over his shoulder. I can't ready an because I used my attack to attack, so I can't ready. That's it for. That feels so weird. Yeah, that's it for. I guess he's gonna stand next to Tino because he doesn't want to leave Tino to wherever these spiders are. They were around here, right, Brent? Last time they disappeared.
Around
They were
where?
back up
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to be. I don't want Tino alone fighting all these spiders. So I'm gonna be standing next to Tino, looking around.
Got it.
Now, my
Good
turn.
put.
Alrighty. God, I hate going so far down in initiative.
You drop the suitcase on the ground and step into it in the machine. No.
Yeah, might as well. Actually, no. Anybody who sees Kaput, there's 2 splits out the back of his armor, and you guys just see blue dragon wings come out as this bonus action, and he will fly up 15 feet.
Got it.
And just to make sure he's out of the way, and then he's actually going to hold a spell for when they all reappear.
Okay. So, the spell is the first one you see reappear?
When I can see at least 2 or 3 of them, let's say 3. When I see 3 of them reappear, my spell will go off.
Understood. Kolabati.
15, 20.
Right. Mhm.
I'm gonna move to here and have some ghost swirling around my arm to get launched at the spiders when they return.
Got
Holding
it.
action, ready action.
First one you see, you're shooting a ghost. All right. Kalina.
Well, I'm a little pissed that all the things I was going to attack, I can't see. But I know they're there-ish in that area, right?
Yes.
If I try to run and I accidentally run into one, what happens?
Who knows? You could find out.
Okay, 5, 10, 15. I can get... I can get to here. Does that work? Is that okay?
Yeah, you run out and look around like someone's gonna jump at you, and you don't see anything yet.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity. Hold on. I was gonna... Would that help me tell where they are?
Depends on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
It depends what type of creature they are, Colleen. If you're Kaylee, if you're reading the one I think you're reading.
Yeah, if you're doing your detect undead or whatever it's called, I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
There's a
they
certain
may
list of
not show
creatures.
up. Okay.
If you think they
Never
qualify,
mind.
it will work. But I don't know.
It's fine. I'll do the other one, the one that makes my sword glow.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. Imbue weapon.
All right, the hammer that you recently acquired begins to glow, vibrating in your hands. Anything
Numbers
else?
now extremely accurate.
I get to add 4 to attack rolls. And then I will, I guess, wait
Is
for
that
something to show up.
yeah? Is that an
Okay.
action or a reaction or something to do?
I think it's either a bonus action or it's part of an attack roll. I think. What does it say on the character sheet?
It used to be a bonus action to use Channel Divinity, but this one I think might be... Oh, no, you're right. This one's on an attack, so I have to wait. So can I just hold then until something shows up?
Yeah, ready your attack.
And then use that on my attack?
You can use your action. You can expend your reaction to ready an action, and you can use your action to imbue your weapon.
Okay.
All right. Next. All right.
What's Baz doing, Brent? Just standing here?
Baz, usually he looks delirious. He looks around. He's like, it's not real.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's fine. If he stays out of the way, that's still helpful.
Shut up, Bass.
Lord of the feast. What tell me to shut up? He joins the spiders. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
I minor illusion a spider to look like the Lord of the Flies.
All right. Yes, you see
Clever.
these guys reemerge as a bonus action, and readied actions can go off. We'll start with Kaput. What are you doing?
Cool. I am going to cast Shatter on the two in front of Louis and Tinu. So I need both of them to make me Constitution saves of 16, please.
Got it. One will fail, one will succeed. The one to the north succeeds, the one to the south fails.
Yep, so here we go. Hang on. Sorry, getting used to all the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
3d8.
Not a bad roll.
Yeah, 18.
So one takes full, one takes half.
Got it. Other guy will take 18. So how does this look?
So Kaput just slams his knuckles together as lightning starts spreading out all around him. And he sends that lightning over to them and explodes right between the two of them. Making sure to miss Louie and Tinu and the doggy.
Woohoo. Understood. Arcs of lightning shower down, erupting over these creatures. The one to the south looks bloody. The other one to the north looks still quite active. And anything else, Kaput?
Oh, there you go. That sounds good. Nope, that's all.
All right. Next, ready to action. Let's go to Kolabadi.
Well, I guess the one right here is the one the closest to me, so the ghosts get launched at that one.
Got it?
The first ghost.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Yes, sir.
You'll take 6 force damage and get thrown 10 feet back, and then the second ghost slams into him.
Can you do both ghosts on a reaction?
The spell launches two blasts.
Damn.
Yeah, it's Eldritch Blast, so yeah, it's the spell lets you cast 2 bolts, so yeah, it would work.
Well, 19 will connect also.
For another 11 force damage, another 10 feet thrown back.
Both of these screaming ghosts collide into its body, throwing it backwards. All right, last ready to action, Kalina.
Just smack the one in front of me as
Got
hard
it.
as I can. I can't see a place to add the 4 for my channel divinity, so I'm just going to tell you that it's +4.
Okay.
You might want to modify your token, Kaylee, so that way you know you have it on.
that's a good
13 plus D4, or just 4?
+4.
It's 4.
It says +4.
17 connects.
Alrighty.
Ooh, I wonder if I click this button if it would work. Can I try something real quick?
Yes.
Go
Don't
ahead.
take it as a hit or anything, just...
Got it.
Be curious, maybe. I don't know. I don't think D20.
Well,
Damn.
I should have asked you to do it, but did that auto add?
let's see.
It did not add your strength bonus or proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
only the
that does not
+4,
work that way
so
then.
alright.
I'll have to make a
Okay.
custom weapon for you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
Yeah. I'll
Sorry,
help you for next
so-
session.
That hits or misses?
That,
The 17.
yeah, 17 will connect.
Okay.
A devastating blow.
Not a whole lot, but it's okay.
7 is what we're doing?
Yup.
All
And
right.
are you using your push property?
Can
mastery?
I on a reaction?
Yes, because it's your weapon mastery.
Okay, then I would like to push it away.
How far?
If it pushes back 10 feet.
I think it's just 10.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, they get to do something. All right. These guys who were pushed back, they are going to dash forward. 5, 20. There. And the others who were not pushed back, they're going to try to go to town on Loey and Tinu. No, actually,
Bring it.
both of them are going to attack Tinu, who
No.
is glowing brightly,
Can I-
emanating light.
Can I be like, and try to get in its way? So
If you had Sentinel, yes, you probably could have.
Alright.
All right, we got 1 bite.
Owie.
Does a 14 connect?
14 misses.
All right, the other one tries to bite you. Does a 16 connect?
Yeah, 16 hits.
Okay, so 1 hit from each.
9 points of piercing, then 10 points of poison, then 11 points of piercing, and 9 points of poison, as they all latch into your glowing body. The others moved forward. That's their actions. Oh, the one in front of Torrent is going to go ahead and try to bite him twice.
That's 39, Tina.
22 connect, Torrent?
Yep.
13 will not.
It will not.
It will take
Unfortunately,
9 points of piercing and 11 points of poison as these things pierce into your armor, trying to devour you. That's their turn. They've used their bonus actions and actions. Torin, you're up.
Cool. Let me take a look. Yeah. Oh, it is ranged, unfortunately. Crap, and it's right on top of me. Alright, I'm gonna focus on this one, and I'm just gonna have to do... I'm gonna do True Strike.
You call upon your innate arcane energy, vibrates through your sword, Twilight, and...
Let me just make sure all the math's right. Okay. Of course.
11. Goes off his chitinous hide.
Alright, and then... bonus, I guess with a bonus action, I am going to cast... I'm gonna add +2 to my AC with my own Shield of Faith.
Got it. Shimmering field flashes around you. Anything else, Torin?
Nope, that'll be it.
Meanwhile, Tinu battling off these spiders. What are you doing?
I don't want to use an F bubble slot, but these guys hit kind of hard, guys.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Aura of Vitality.
Ooh.
Ooh, cool.
So I have 2 emanating. It's the same. I just get to roll. I'm gonna roll each time if I hold concentration. The first one, I'm gonna do it on me because I'm in the middle of it.
Yep.
Got it. You grab onto that crystal shard and you begin to glow even brighter.
So 7, yeah.
You got
And
this
then,
like strobe effect going.
Yeah, so there's 2 auras. That's action. Bonus action. Do I want to use them right now? I don't want to use all my spell slots here. Does anybody else look really bad, Brent? I'm taking a look at these guys.
Everybody else looks like they're breathing hard. The only person people look like maybe they're struggling a bit. Maybe, Torin, a little bit.
Also, I don't think you rolled temp for me. So, sorry for jumping in real quick.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I was looking at There you go.
Thank you.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna. I have a bonus action. I think that might be what I'm doing. I'm gonna save my slots. Yeah. I will. I'm not gonna move. I'm sorry, Louie. I'm gonna tell Louie, you can move. I need to stay here so everybody's in my auras.
I'm staying right here, Les.
Okay. That's my turn, Brent.
All right, Alice and Doggo.
Yeah. So since Doggo's right there, I'm gonna have Doggo bite this one that's closest to him and Tino.
Understood.
I'm gonna do Doggo. Yeah, I'm gonna do Doggo first. He's gonna try. Doesn't have
He has
advantage
back
this
tactics.
time, right? Yeah, he does. It's advantage, so
Yeah.
I get to roll twice. Let's get him, Doggo. Let's get him. Dirty 20.
Nala connects with a 20. Look at that.
Yeah.
Because that's prone.
And it's got 10. It takes 10 damage, and it is now prone.
Drags it to the ground with a snapping and growling bite. It is prone.
Yeah. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, and then Alice is going to Yep. She's gonna do it. She's gonna run right up here.
You're running
And-
back in?
Always. And this one right here, she's gonna try to shank with her short sword. Sorry, I'm switching tabs. Alright, come on now, let's actually do something again. Oh. 21 to hit.
Thou connect.
Alright, beautiful. And since I got to move 10 feet in a way, my charger feat's gonna activate, so I get to roll a D8 for additional damage on top of regular hit and sneak attack. So here's the damage, and then an additional D8. So 20 total damage on this one.
Yikes! Yeah, you run and jump, double fist blade into its skull, driving it into the ground. It is dead.
Yeah, and as I'm getting ready to try to shoot myself back, I'm gonna offhand with my dagger at this one. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Come on, Alice. Another 26 to hit.
I'll connect.
Alright, it's gonna take 2 damage. And then I'm
Slice
going
at
to
it.
bonus... Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action dash to make sure I can get back into the building. Thank you. That's it for me. Yeah.
That's how we skirmish.
Yeah.
All right, you
that's
tumble
me.
backwards. Alrighty, Loey.
All right. Which one's prone right now from the dog?
That one that you just pinged.
Beautiful. All right, the same thing is gonna happen again, Tina. You're gonna hear a splat as Talon is gonna try to go through the abdomen of this other spider that's prone. Come around with a great axe head. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll connect.
Oh, I rolled 19.
As the dog has, you see he's shaking his head as he has like one of its mandibles in his jaw.
Oh, 16 points of damage from Talon.
You slice off his head, and Doggo flings the head far and wide.
And then Loey's going to come around for 2 more swings. Not at advantage, because this one's not prone against the spider. Or 1 more swing against the spider in front of him. This is just a straight roll. Oh, 19 or 20 to hit.
That'll connect.
It's going to deal 12 points of damage.
Yikes! Slash into it. It's still there, although it's bleeding this black blood.
Yeah, Loey's great kill. Bonus action, I'm going to use Talon's slash and burn ability to make a ranged attack against this creature using the shotgun haft of Talon, or the shotgun barrel from Talon.
Alright,
Sweet.
is that a disadvantage or anything?
No, I'm a gunner. And,
Yeah.
suffer disadvantage for firing in melee. Woohoo! So you're going to take this shot. Honestly, it's just ammo. I don't like wasting it, but Loey would totally shoot. 27 to hit.
Yes.
You're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the shot.
Yeah, as your blade embeds itself in the side of its abdomen, you pull the trigger and blow a chunk off of it for 9 points of damage. Its legs like almost give out from under it as it's barely alive, but it's still there.
And I'm going to use the weapon mastery for my shotgun, and the shotgun blast is going to push it 10 feet away from Loey and Tinu.
You guys with these pushing effects. It's bad. Yeah, it gets blown backwards.
That will end my turn.
Understood. Kaput! In the air with your ethereal wings. What are you doing?
Alright, he is actually gonna fly down. So, sorry guys, I'm kind of playing around with all the fun stuff, figure out the best.
You're fine.
new
Play
class.
with it. Play
So,
with it.
New class,
a lot
do
of
this.
different things, yeah. A lot of different things I can do. Alrighty, I am going to, as part of my action, I'm going to Booming Blade, this one that's right in front of Kalina, as I go to punch it with my Thunder Gauntlet.
All right. You fly downward, fist aimed at its head.
$17 to hit.
17 connects.
Cool. And then it that. Plus booming blade. Nope, I only needed one of those, so hang on. I'll just roll a d8. Alright, we'll just take the 2 on that one. So 13 for the first punch.
Coils of lightning around your fist. It slams into this creature for 13 points of lightning or thunder, you said?
This one is thunder damage. Look. Yep, thunder damage.
The concussive force knocks it off his feet temporarily, but it gains its footing again, although it's bloodied.
Cool. He's gonna try to smash at it again.
As you land, another fist. 22 will
hit.
connect. Yes, sir.
Oh. 5 this time.
Connects, throwing its bottom to the side and almost knocking it over again. It is very beat up, but still there.
Yeah. Cool. And I am not gonna give it the attack of opportunity, so I'm flying right over its head. Still in reach.
Okay, got it. You're like 5 feet above it as you launch back to the skies, and you hover above this thing. Kolabati.
Give Torrin some assist. So I stick some more ghosts on it.
Oh, that's a
23
7
to
for
hit.
the channel divinity. 23 connects.
For 11 force damage and push 10 feet back.
Here we go again. Slams into him. Stumbles backwards.
And 15 to hit.
15 will miss. Barely.
Okay.
Oh.
Double check here. Anything else I want to do? Let's see. Now, step to the other side of our bugbear friend. That'll be my turn.
All right, Kalina.
Gonna try and hit the one in front of me again.
Got it. It's
Hopefully
knocked
harder.
off balance right now from kaput.
Do it.
So it'll be this +4.
26.
30-30? Dirty 30?
hit.
Shield? No, it connects.
I don't think shield would save it.
Superior shield.
So
No,
7 bludgeoning.
7. You hear a crack. You knock its head almost clean off its body. It collapses to the ground.
All right.
Then I'm going to use my movement to come down here and use my second attack.
Got it.
+4, 27.
Thou connect.
Ten.
10. As you hit 1, you using inertia from your first swing, and you baseball bat swing this spider's head for 10, almost knocking it off, but it's still there, although very hurt.
Oh man. Okay. I don't have another attack. That was it.
It looks at you and vanishes. It then appears behind you and tries to attack you. Bites
this is-
into your armor. 23?
Oh, 23 does hit.
Oh, finally! Well, 4 points of piercing, and then you'll take an additional 4 points of poison. Bad
Nice.
damage there.
Even when it rolls, it hits. It's not.
The one that's in front of you, Loey, you see chitters forward, it vanishes for a split second, and then comes right in front of Tinu. And
Stop
attacks her again.
Stop attacking our damn healer.
It's okay.
13?
Right. Miss.
No.
14?
14. Miss.
That's what you get.
You're easily able to backpedal away from its mandibles. I believe that's the only two left. Torin.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and delete these guys real quick here.
20. I'm gonna go up to where Kalina is, and I'm gonna try to true strike it again.
Got it.
And
Oh my gosh, I can't roll well.
no.
It rears its head back and chitters at you.
Okay, well, apparently I can't attack. Apparently I can only make them save. I can't attack, so good luck everyone else.
Oh.
Tinu!
That's Tor. Who look? I look across the battlefield. Who looks really bad? Like still just Torin?
At this point, give me a perception.
Okay.
You literally have a spider in your face.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you can't tell right now.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Kill yourself.
go myself. Okay.
As long as you're wounded, then it's
Yeah,
never the wrong
that's
call.
true. Yeah, I'll heal myself. Okay, so at the start of my turn, I can do this.
Did you also heal for the original casting?
Yeah, I did.
I did, yeah.
6 to me, and then that doesn't take a bonus action anymore.
Nope,
right?
it just goes. It does not take anything.
Oh, that's OP, man. Okay, I used to take a bonus action. Okay.
Yep.
What did I do?
Yeah,
you
it's
guys?
worth casting now.
Now I don't.
Do you know what's
I don't
OP?
what to do with
The
myself.
spider counter spells? No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
No.
It's an aura, it's not a spell.
Yeah, if he hit me, it could break concentration. I don't want to waste any more spells, so I guess I'm just going to firebolt. I'm gonna firebolt this one.
Yeah, you're kind of pushing its pincers away from your face, and you try to firebolt it.
Is firebolt a ranged spell?
Yes.
It is. It'll be a disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll do this one. The faraway one.
Still at disadvantage.
Yes, counterspelling
It's still a
Revivify.
Because you're threatened in melee. If you have
Yeah.
You can try to back up.
No, it's a 16 to hit.
16 will connect.
Yeah.
Good effort, Brent. I appreciate it.
13
Yeah.
damage.
As its jaws descend down on you, flames erupt and torch its face, and it chitters in agony and collapses to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I like that, but I'm gonna be honest. I was shooting at this one.
Oh, well, never mind then.
That's
He's
why.
still there?
That's why I didn't want disadvantage. But it's
Oh,
okay.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All
That's why I was
right.
asking.
Well, that
Yeah.
13 still kills this guy.
I'm gonna
He
be
collapses
honest,
to the ground.
guys. If
That's
You know
okay.
what?
Your
Thank you for
sister
your
calls back. Hey, thanks.
thank you for your honesty.
And then bonus action. I think I don't have one, so I'm just gonna stand here, or I'm gonna, if I move, I think I'll be out of his range. No, okay, I don't want to lose concentration. I'm staying. That's my turn.
Got it. Alice and Doggo.
Alright. Doggo's gonna go first. Pack tactics, gets advantage, see if he can bite this thing. We're gonna see. Yeah, I think
Yes,
it's
he
21
does.
hit.
Get the
All
kill,
right, he does
doggo.
11.
11. Jaws latch onto its throat area, if an insect even has one, and rips it out. It collapses to the ground, chittering. And with that, all enemies are defeated.
Let me roll.
I think we better call Alice into the bubble to get some healing here.
Yeah, please, Alice. I get 10 rolls. Can I still roll the last 8?
Yeah, I think he's got like eight more rolls of it.
I'm gonna say everybody gets one turn around, or, and that's it. Just
Okay.
Well, no, I thought about her aura vitality.
Not the Twilight Sanctuary temp HP, Brent. the healing
So
that
the
she can do, right?
the temp HP we usually only do 1, but the aura vitality, I'm supposed to get like 10 rounds of it. Can I roll the rest of the rounds for somebody? Because
So that
Tina
people
wouldn't
still
just let
get healed.
Yeah, Tina wouldn't just let it fizzle out.
To one creature. So, how many creatures are here? There is 10 I think 7, 8, there's 9 people. Oh, including dog. So
it's only 1 person per round, so I would have to
Well, there's
pick,
8 because Boz wasn't really in, unless we want to count Boz. If
yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that Boz is like number 9.
yeah.
I'm going to say that everybody in your party gets 1 round.
Well, Bati never got touched, so she doesn't need healing.
Yeah,
So
can we
her
give our
healing is to
round
someone else.
to someone else? 'Cause I know, like, Alice looks real rough.
Sure.
And Torin looked more rough.
If you're going to give your round to someone else, say it now, so we can keep this moving. All right, Kalina, you're going to give it to Alice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so Alice, you get 4d6 essentially, so that's 2 plus another 2d6 for 8. All right, so that's 2. We got what we got the rest. We got what 8 left, I guess, per se.
We got 6. We got 6 left.
6 left. Okay, who else is doing this?
I mean,
Is that it?
Kaput will gladly take 1 if possible.
All right, Kaput gets 6. All right, got 5 left. Anybody else before we call it?
Take 1 if you're
Chloe?
next. All right.
Oh my god, I roll so low on healing all the time.
I guess
hate it.
Torin will go next.
All right.
All right, 7.
How many we got left?
3.
3. All right.
Yeah.
Who's next?
If nobody claims them, I'll take them.
Well, the dog needs 1, right?
Dog needs 1.
Heal the dog.
Yeah, dog needs 1.
1 for Doggo.
All right.
And then
Cool.
the last 2 for Alice.
All right, 4d6 for Alice.
1.
What's the doggo's HP right now?
It is now back up to 21.
21. Got it. Let me put.
And another 17 for Alice.
And
All right.
then
Beautiful.
The last Twilight Sanctuary for everybody.
Nice.
Cool.
There you go.
Rockstar.
Okay. And Tinu is maxed. That's what you guys get from
Thank
me today.
All right, you see Tina's aura dissipate as you guys are back,
now-
and yeah,
Doggo has 25.
25.
Total.
Okay.
Because of temp. I've been keeping track of his temp too.
Got it. Dog is just sniffing the remains of the spiders and looks around and growls a bit and kind of whimpering, and Boz goes, "Lord of the Feast! Where are you?"
Could somebody please control the half-cooked bugbear before he gets himself entangled?
I
see,
don't know how.
he trips over the spiders a bit and he walks around. He has his weapon out. He looks dazed, you know.
Just disarm him before he
I
cuts
don't know
him
how to
away.
fix that. Oh, well, we can disarm him. I don't know how to fix whatever.
Does anyone
No
have
one
a...
takes a
that
blade
is.
from Baz. From his dead hands.
Did the piercing ringing finally subside?
Yes, it dims down, although you can still hear it a little bit. The web that Loey cut, you see there's no more image or anything inside of the frame of the webs. It's just gone.
But the web, the part that because I only cut like a strand or a couple from the web. Most of it's still attached to the building, right?
It is, but it sags now, and the other frames made from the web they're destroyed. You don't see any more images coming from them.
Okay, so I guess that means we got them, which is good.
At least most.
Well, this is what confuses me, though. I mean, what was her name? Theron or something like that? She'd be with him, too. And she's a proper, miner type from Glimmer. She'd know about spiders. What the hell are they doing charging the gate?
Did she know about spiders that apparently appear out of nowhere?
No, that she wouldn't.
but she
Then-
did the same thing I just did.
Kolobati's examining the corpse of one of the spiders.
Yeah, you bend down and look over these creatures. They smell like the haze. This sour alchemical smell just emanates from their body. And if you sit there and watch it long enough, Kolobati, you begin to see that their body begins to deflate, and a vapor of haze begins to emanate from them as they seem to be rapidly disintegrating.
Brent,
Yes.
as I start seeing what Bati's seeing with that, can I go pull a couple empty vials or so, however many I can get, and try to siphon out some poison from some.
Sure, you land next to Kolobati and you look at her, and you scoop up in one of or a couple of your vials some of this goop. As you look at it in your vial, kaput, you note that the blood like trembles a bit. Almost like there's some force it's acting against that you can't see, but you stopper it and put it in your bag.
Cool.
I really hate to say this, but unfortunately, we might have to do it again on the gate webbing over there if we're going to climb up there, and I'm going to set a rope.
Unfortunately.
What if we just burn it?
Well, it's
I
probably
wouldn't go there.
They'll still
it's gonna
probably
piss 'em
come
off.
out, but at least
Aye.
we're more aware now.
Mm-hmm. We can. I want to burn the whole thing. I hate webbing. Stuff's dangerous. It's not like it's going to burn the gatehouse down.
It's made of stone. I don't think it'll burn the whole thing down.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, were the gates actually made of stone or wood?
The portcullis should be metal, shouldn't it?
You look towards the gates, and it's draped in webs, but you see the doors are shattered on the ground.
Oh.
Wait, can
Okay.
we just walk
So that's how we
by
could
it
get
and-
through?
and not touch the web?
I mean, as you can see,
Hi.
there's a massive
Yeah, no, it's
spider web in front of the gate, and then there's drapes of spider webs going through the passage leading deeper into the gate.
And they cover
I mean-
the towers and the walls.
Yes. Yeah, it's everywhere.
If the web's the only thing blocking us getting through the gates, I have dynamite and a bomb.
I mean, if it's spider
That
web,
might be overkill for a spider web.
Torrens.
I'm just saying.
Kolobati looks at the multiple horse-sized spiders we just dealt with. I don't think it's overkill.
Yeah.
I don't
We also
think
have
so.
to assume it was like 9 spiders that came when we touched this one, right?
Yeah.
So we have no idea how many are gonna pop out with something of that size. It might not be overkill at all.
You know what? We should set it up, and when they appear on their web, like they just did, we blow it up. Plan to explode that bomb on them.
I
And take
like
advantage.
that.
That seems like a good idea.
Okay.
And if they don't show up, all the better.
Yeah.
Cut through the webbing then.
Oh, Louis, thank you for not leaving me.
Nah.
We got
spiders.
10 minutes left. So what are we doing? What's our last bit of actions here before we wrap up?
So this web right here is covering the open gatehouse, right? Am I seeing this right, Brent?
Yes. There's a gigantic bullseye web in front, and then there's drapes of webs in the interior of the gate area, which you really can't see past.
Okay, and this webbing's on the ground, or it's vertical too.
It is slanted. Part of it is connected to the upper stories of these battlements, and the other part is connected to the ground here.
Well, how do we set this up then?
So put the bomb. How far is the range on that thing again, Addy?
The bomb? I don't know. I just found it.
Shit, is it the dynamite?
Oh no, I have 2 dynamite sticks and a bomb and oil.
All right, let's give it a good 20 feet at
60
least.
feet.
It's 60 feet.
Yes.
Holy. Okay, everybody back up.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, Well, no, like that's how far I can throw it, but it's a 5-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
That's
So
I'm gonna get a whisper. You get your bomb ready. Everybody who has ranged attacks, get ready. And who's got fire magic? Somebody does, right? Probably.
I mean, Tinu can. I mean, I could do it with a spell slot. I think someone has like fire bolt.
I have a
which should-
firebolt cantrip as well.
Yeah,
I
that
do
should.
too. Very nice.
So, all of you, Loey, Alice, Torin, Kolabati, what are you doing?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Boz, he walks up here and stands behind
Can I-
you, breathing heavy.
I'm gonna hold his hand, Brett. He's like a little kid. I'm gonna hold his hand to keep him.
He just looks at you. He goes, "Fake."
It's okay. Put your sword away. We're okay.
He looks at
is
his
it fake?
blade. Actually, he's carrying a morning star. He looks at it. Never.
Okay, you can hold it, but stay here with me. And she holds his hand while she has her other hand out to cast firebolt.
Okay.
All right.
Loey, Alice, Torin, Kaput, Kalina. I need each of you to roll me intelligence saving throws.
Oh no!
I got that one.
Oh, shit.
Cool. That's my best save.
I'm not close enough to Kalina. Damn it.
Oh my god.
It literally is my best save, actually.
18 because I'm next to Kalina.
What's Kalina's bonus?
+4, so you have a 21.
21. Thank you.
I have a 27 somehow.
All right, is that everybody?
Wait, do you want my inspiration?
It's 10 minutes left. It might as well.
Oh, it's the one we get to keep though.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do you want me to use it?
It's whatever. I don't mind. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it if you don't want to.
If I roll lower, it'll be wasted.
Yeah.
Roll higher, you can succeed.
Yeah, I'm offering.
Fine. Okay. All right. Let's see. Come on, Alice. Yeah, I'll take the 20.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And they say gambling never pays off.
It always pays off.
Somebody gets paid
Not
off.
the lessons we should be learning.
But the best kind.
When all of you come up here to this area, all of you hear this ringing sound just resonates in your ears, in your mind. It's distracting, but you're able to focus and continue on what you're doing.
Oh, that's
I
good.
I would say with real quick with Torin, we're doing the plan for these to blow this up and for these things to appear. He'd probably have his sword out, but he'd hold Toll the Dead for after the damage to target the nearest one to him.
Okay.
Just-
Nearest enemy that approaches you.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or that pops up, whichever is first.
Did you guys ever figure out what this was?
No, we didn't get that close. That's the light from up top that Alice originally saw.
Oh,
It's coming from the third story.
Yeah, there's an arrow slit, and you just see a vibrating, erratic light coming from it.
Yeah. We can't, unfortunately, that we have to get inside to figure that out, and we have to get through the webs to do that.
It's an arrow thing. Can't you just shoot it?
No, it's a
It's
slit.
in the air and there's an arrow slit.
There's a light coming from inside the building, and you can see the light coming out of the arrow slit.
It's
So
like
it's like seeing light below a door frame. The light is there, but we don't know what's causing it until we
it's
get
about
in.
the width of your pointer finger.
Yeah.
All right, Tinu. Hurl your bolt of fire at it. Everybody get ready and shoot the first spider that appears. And if nothing happens, Adi, you hurl that bomb in there, and Tinu fires fire at it, and we blow the whole web to Kingdom Come.
Okay.
All right.
Brent, I am holding a melee attack as well.
Got it.
I'm readying some ghosts.
I will ready whisper.
All right. And next time, we'll see what happens.
What?
Get in there. Perfect timing. So,
good.
ready to throw it, ready to go, and we'll see what happens. Good job, guys.
Boy,
You guys, I should have saved Aura Vitality. Damn it.
I
No,
mean,
that-
we need
no.
to
No,
heal.
no.
us coming in with more health is a good thing.
These things hurt.
But what if
Yeah.
this fight is worse? I don't have it now.
That's gonna
Yeah.
hurt
That's
more, so
okay.
I'll have
We-
to the
We
healing.
healed up. You
Yeah.
still did the same amount of healing.
Yeah, you have to realize 2 direct hits is like 3/4 to 5/6 of everyone's health.
Yeah. I feel like, let me see something. I feel like these phase spiders aren't as bad as 2014. Let me check.
Really? They've got double bites. Oh, classic face spiders land 1. Didn't they?
Let me double check here.
Yeah, they land 1.
I'm finding some 24 monsters are like
No, this is
way too
not.
sweet.
This is not as good as 2014. Because they have an effect if they bite you in 2014. In
Yeah, they have-
2024, their effect is only it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, they have the 2 attacks in 2024, but in 2014 they have the con save, and if you fail that,
Yeah.
it has an insta screw.
Yeah.
It has an insta screw
They,
poison.
they gave them an extra attack in 2024 and nerfed the ability a bit.
Yeah, they made them more combat focused and less surprise poison focused.
But you know, I mean, these spiders are still good creatures, though.
They're still very they're still very
Bonus
mean.
action, go to ethereal plane, come back out. Yeah, can't beat that.
Mhm.
They also have more hit points, higher AC, higher bonus to hit.
True, 100%.
And like I said, it looks like they do an average of 20 damage per bite. It's like, okay, there's almost all my health from 2 hits.
They do a lot more damage. Well,
with the
Well,
multi
with
Yeah,
2
with the
attacks,
multi-attack,
they do more
yeah.
damage. Like
100%.
with multi-attack, if you hit twice, you do more damage. That's just how it works.
100%.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and
their AC was
The average
higher.
health is like 45 each, so 2 bites is almost nearly taking us down.
True. But yeah, you guys jacked them up. You know, good play. And
that lightning bolt was
Oh no, yeah. When I saw what
my
the
God,
damage
that
those things were
lightning
doing,
bolt. Jesus.
That's damage.
yeah.
But man,
You're
I'm
well
glad
average.
you guys had a good random encounter. That was a good one. I need to I hope that one happens again in the future because
time skipping and whatever nonsense that was.
Yeah, that was an environmental random encounter. And
The thing is, I just want to know how much time we lost.
Yeah,
who
no,
knows?
how screwed are we because of that? Because that could really F us up.
Oh shoot, we were supposed
Yeah,
to go talk to
like I said, we might have missed the Zoya attack.
We might miss the Zoya attack. There's a couple of other things that were on the docket. Like we thought we had time. We might not have to have. We might have lost all that time.
Oh, I might have been right about that 25th date, huh, Brent?
Because apparently the Horizon decided, no, you're time traveling today.
Yeah, so that was.
I don't like being on this side of a magical ball. That's all I have to say.
Well, at least no one
It's only
died.
funny when it happens to someone else. Is that what I'm hearing?
It's only funny when I'm the DM.
Yeah.
It's always funny when you're the DM. You're like,
I was waiting for you to say, okay, Alice, I need you to make a wisdom save, and then say, oh, great, here is your temporary madness. Enjoy. I was waiting for that.
I will reveal that you guys didn't fail enough for that to happen. So.
Oh,
there it
that
is.
means it can. Oh crap!
You needed more fails for that to happen. Luckily, you gathered around Kalina and moved yourselves. So.
Oh crap!
That's
What happened to Ellie?
Can we know yet or not yet?
You don't know. You don't know.
We will never get back to Emberwood.
Yeah. You have no idea.
You've got to resummon her and talk to her, see if she's okay.
Yeah, it takes an hour. So I gotta wait till we have downtime.
But all right, I'm closing the stream out. Check us next time. Goodbye.
All right.
Twitch,
See what happened to us next
all that
time.
good stuff. Catch Curse of Strahd. Catch it on Facebook. All of that good stuff. Goodbye.
Bye.